It's your boy DJ Heck One, and to my right.
So what up, everybody? It's your boy King Lewis. How y'all doing, baby?
Yeah, to my left.
Your favorite Miami model, Miss Monalisa06.
That's right. And to my front.
It's Santos Photo Art, Felly.
Ooh, I like that. Let's go.
Well, he's basic, damn.
What do you mean he's basic? Why you calling him on like that?
You heard him? Yo, he was like,
I am.
He's like,
damn, he was like, he just said it like that. Like, what's up?
it's just me, Santos.
He's like, yo, just me. Yo, what's good?
It's like you should already know who I am. Like,
What's good? Okay, so
right.
we finally got Mona Lisa up in the building.
Yes.
If a lot of y'all don't know,
yes.
now y'all know.
Yes.
She is one of the known models
In Miami.
out here in Miami.
In Miami. That's
And
right.
it's going global. Let you know right now, it's going global.
international. International.
Heat model, UFC model.
All
I
that.
keep going with it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So tell
keep
the
going
people-
with it.
Tell the viewers what you guys do. Like, what do you do? All right, what do you do?
Well, I've been modeling for 16 and a half years.
Wow, that's a long
I've
time.
done swimwear to lingerie to music videos to film to commercials.
Nice.
I've done it all. Obviously, I do also have a job on the side as well where I do work for a $1 trillion company.
Ooh.
But I'm not even going to mention the name of this
That you
company.
can't,
I was just. About
I mean,
to
if you want,
I mean, y'all can Google who's a $1 trillion
if you want to
company,
mention
know
it,
it
then you can mention it's on you.
Nah, it's just a $1 trillion company. We're just going to keep it there.
All
But
right.
like
right.
not billion, $1 trillion company, bro.
But no, other than that, yes, I have been modeling for 16 and a half years.
Other
And
than
I
that.
do love what I do. We out here living our best
There
lives.
you go.
Wait, so how old are you?
Jesus Christ. I am 35.
Yeah,
35.
Why'd you say Jesus Christ like that?
Yes, I'm like 5 years away from a midlife crisis. So
Damn.
That's what.
You hear that?
Do you really?
Like he felt the way. He's like,
I don't believe that.
I believe that.
we'll
Is
talk
it
about that
true?
later, but that's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, I don't
Back
believe
hurt.
that shit. I'm not with that. Yo, nobody's in midlife crisis.
My back hurts as we speak.
Damn.
Oh,
it
no.
Hurt, it hurt just saying.
Oh,
that, bro.
no.
Okay. So you said you started 16. I mean, no, you didn't start at 16, but you've been doing this for 16 years.
Yeah, I've been doing it
So-
16 years. So I started modeling pretty much going into college. As soon as I graduated high school, I got into modeling, and then
Yeah.
I've been doing it ever since.
So
Nice.
what made you want to do modeling?
Honestly, I really don't know. I just felt like MySpace, which was a page at the time for
Ooh,
us
she said
old
MySpace.
folks.
That's
Yeah, I'm
an
gonna bring
old
it back.
school platform.
Hey,
I'm gonna bring it
about
back.
that,
But go ahead. I'm sorry for
So,
interrupting. Go ahead.
All I know is old school. I don't think I was born at that time, but
Yeah, exactly. Sorry,
know nothing
with that
about that.
jacket on.
Oh,
We're gonna talk about that later. Anyways,
doesn't
so
like
yeah,
don't know.
I pretty much had MySpace, and I don't know. I just used to see other models and them doing photo shoots, so I decided to do a photo shoot
Yeah.
with Big C. Big shout out to Big C, who's always going to be that photographer who
Right.
introduced me to the industry. I decided to do a photo shoot with him, and at that point, I just fell in love with the camera. I didn't fall in love with him, but I fell in love with the camera. And ever since, it's just been,
he was
it's been a roller coaster. Don't get me wrong, it's been a roller coaster, but we out here still thriving and
That's what's
still
up,
surviving in the industry.
When was your last
You last photo shoot?
model? Yeah, your interview.
Well, my last shoot, which I can't mention much about it until it's officially out, I actually was doing some acting. I decided to switch gears from modeling into being an actress, which pays more money and gives more exposure. I got a chance to be on set with someone who is a A-list actor in this industry. Like I said, I'm not going to mention any names yet, but I got to work with him and got to be on set with him, and it felt so good.
This is a known actor that a lot of
Yes,
people
this
know?
is a very,
Yeah.
very, very, very known actor.
I want to know who he is so bad.
in this industry that I'm not going to mention yet, because obviously, I did sign a contract until that
Ooh.
that film is officially out. But
Yeah.
I got a chance to do that, and it just kind of ignited more why I want to become an actress, and kind of not saying not do the modeling, but just do more than just showing ass.
Oh.
There you go. No, she's saying what she got to say. That's what's up.
All right. So what platforms do you guys use now? Like primarily.
Primarily for me, I use Instagram. I do have Facebook. I have two different Facebooks. I have a personal Facebook, and then I have my business one.
Yeah.
I do have primarily an Instagram, and then I also have a TikTok as well.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
We out
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
She gonna,
that's
she
that
gonna,
no
she gonna. You could talk about that later on, so you can give
Yeah.
the
Yeah, like on the
Definitely,
platform
definitely.
specifically.
yeah.
We out here.
So all right. So who's your demographic?
What do you mean demographic as far
Your
as?
audience. Who are you trying to like? Who are you doing this? Well, I know you're doing it for you, right? You're doing
Right.
this for yourself, but you also have an audience, right? That you're doing this, like, you know, when you put all these things out on your platform, when you're doing the photo shoots and all that stuff. Who is it going towards? You know, like who's seeing these photo shoots and the acting and stuff like that?
I mean, pretty much anyone in Miami, anyone worldwide. To be honest, I kind of, at least for me internally, I kind of try to do it for people that look like me. When I say look like me, I
yeah,
mean
what
people
I-
that are black,
Okay.
that are trying to get into this industry and obviously overlooked. So that's who I do it for. But obviously, I mean, we have people worldwide. I have people that's from different countries that view my work.
Yeah.
So it feels good to see people that's in Iowa who gets to see me on a Blaze Pizza storefront
Oh, yeah, that's-
and send me a picture
Yeah.
from Iowa that, hey, I seen your face on Blaze Pizza. And it's like, it's crazy. But I do it mainly for people who look like me, because I know what I've been through going through this industry, so I know what they will go through. So I'm just trying to make it a little easier for them.
How does it feel to be a black female in this industry, especially specifically when it comes to modeling? Would you say it's a lot harder?
Hell yeah, it is. I'm not
In
going
what
to
way?
sugarcoat shit, because I mean, starting this industry wasn't easy for me because I didn't have the guidance that I give out now.
Yeah.
I just went into this industry blindly.
Right.
There's some shit that I've been through in this industry that I don't speak about, that I literally will probably take to the grave.
Right.
It's just, I don't know, just shit that I've been through, that I've overcome, that I don't forget, and I try to not have people who are like me go through that same thing. So people that reach out to me, be like, hey, what's your advice? I try to kind of steer them the right way and make sure they don't go through what I've been through.
Where's your confidence? So going more into your confidence, were you always confident when you started off in this industry, or did that something that had to build over time?
That definitely built over time. When I started this industry, I was super, super, super skinny.
Yeah.
I lacked confidence. I didn't have the shape that most of these models that I've seen in music videos, such as Trick Daddy or Trina, or I didn't have that body. So yes, I definitely lacked confidence.
but
Extra small clothing that would normally fit me did not fit me. They were super baggy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it took 16 and a half years to gain the confidence that I have now.
Yeah.
And I'm never looking back. That's a confidence that I'm still building. Don't get me wrong. There's things in my life outside of modeling that will pretty much bring down that confidence. But it is what it is. You know, you go through life, and I don't let that shit get to me.
What do you like most about what you do when it comes to being in this industry?
I just love the people that I meet. I love the lives that I feel like I enriched. I've met people that will tell me that, hey, you know, you allowed me to be comfortable in doing what I want to do, which is modeling. So just enriching lives. I feel like I've done that. But I love being in front of the camera. Don't get me wrong. It's become a natural for me at this point.
Yeah, so it
I get
doesn't
tired of
really
it.
faze you at all. Right?
Yeah, sometimes I get tired of it. I'm not gonna lie.
You
I
get tired
sick
of it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. Let's keep it real.
Hey, so have you ever been to a model shoot that you had other models that actually like hated on you or anything like that, or started like looking all weird or beef or some stupid shit like that?
Is it like weird energy around? Maybe certain models that probably, especially because you are a black model. Is there other models maybe that aren't your same like race or color, or you know, they're just different? Is there any judgment that you feel when it comes to certain like photo shoots that you've been to? Has that ever happened to you before?
I mean, thus far, and knock on wood, God bless, 16 and a half years, I mean, I pick up on energy. I'm all about energy.
Right.
I have yet to see any models that I've you know, have hated.
Yeah.
I mean, I would feel, when I worked with the models, I would feel privileged to work with models because of some of the models that I've met that have been professional, that have been doing it a lot longer than me.
Right.
But I haven't had anyone like mention anything. I mean, they probably hate or whatever, but I haven't heard it or I haven't felt that energy when working with other models on set. It's always been a vibe, and those are models that I'm still friends with now, that I still follow. And then, you know, if there's any jobs, they, you know, reach out to me, or and vice versa. So I, knock on wood, once again, haven't had that issue and hope to not.
Yeah. Nah, I see that when we go through your like certain platforms that you said you use Instagram. I have Instagram, right? And you also have shown me certain pictures that you guys have took from certain photo shoots that you guys had obviously did. When it comes to your body, right? You said that you started off not like on the weight that you have now. You have a different body weight. Your body looks a lot more different.
Right.
Do you work out? Is there like, are you also into the fitness industry? What do you do?
So a lot of people think that my body's fake. I get that, and I've gotten that for years, that they feel like my breast is fake. Let's make that clear. I have not had surgery. Don't get me wrong. When I started this industry, I did want surgery because of how skinny I was. I even literally thought about doing a Brazilian butt lift, however they call it.
Yeah.
I remember going to the doctor specifically, booking an appointment, and the man said I needed to gain at least another 105 pounds in order to do it, because I was literally about 90 pounds. I was kind of 95 pounds till I hit like 25, to be honest, and I'm 35 now. So that lets
you don't need that shit. You don't need that shit. Like they trying to kill you. Like,
okay,
yeah.
what's the whole point?
But here's the thing. Obviously, when you're starting off and you're really passionate about what you want to do, and certain people tell you certain things, you don't really know that yet. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Most women,
and correct me if I'm wrong, because you're the one that's inside the industry.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
You were gonna say that?
Yeah, no.
What?
Just as most women in this industry think that men, that's what they want. And
Right.
it just doesn't matter what man you are. That's what men are looking for.
Right.
And
right.
there's nothing you could tell them. Like, even if you were with him, there's nothing you could tell them.
Yeah.
That's gonna make them think otherwise.
Right.
You know? It's just something that we've even seen documentaries on it. A body to kill for, or a body to die for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where you show all these women are getting these Brazilian butt lifts and injections and this and that.
Right.
And, they wind up, it's deadly consequences. And it's all because they think that the modern day man that's what they want. That's what they want to see.
Right.
And they have no idea that the majority of men that make fun of women like that.
So would you say that now today's, I don't want to say certain like, so the body standards now, do you feel like it's really unrealistic?
It used to be.
It used to be.
The industry's changed.
In what way?
It did.
In many ways. Like right now, Victoria's Secret, they even canceled their Victoria's Secret fashion show. It's because that's not the reality.
Right.
Yeah.
And I
You're
think
talking about like super thin, like
the world caught up to that.
Yeah.
The world
And
caught up to the fact that that's not the reality of today's world.
True, but I think the main thing is they didn't have any representation either.
Right.
Yeah.
If we were going to be clear, they didn't have no
Well,
representation.
yeah, it was a bunch of tall, skinny white girls, and that's just that's just what the industry. And you know what? And that it's not to take away from the black woman. No, it's not. It's just that's what the industry was for as long as we could remember before any of us were born. But now that the world has changed, a lot of people don't see it yet, but the world has changed, and that's why Victoria's Secret and other major brands they veered away from those white tall women. It's like it's not about the white tall skinny women that are anorexic anymore. Now it's about the rest of the world. It's about the curvy. It's about the brown skin. It's about the dark skin. It's about It's about all of them now. And, And now the world is trying to catch up.
Okay.
And they
don't know how, but they're trying.
Right.
And you're in your industry right now. What you're doing with the model, right? What do you see more in your industry? Is it plus size? Is it a little bit of everything? Is it a particular
as of when?
How you can say that again?
Okay, so
like is it like a particular size that they look for?
A certain physique.
Yeah, I couldn't say that. My bad, bro.
It's a jersey.
Do you have to deal with anything like that?
I mean, I do have to deal with it, and I what my man was mentioning was. And it's not saying I don't agree with him. It's just coming from when I started. When I started, it wasn't such a thing about BBLs as it is now. Back in the days when I started this industry, it was more natural bodies. And when I decided to go to a doctor to change my body, it had nothing to do with a man. It's just, I felt like, maybe my family generation skipped me and I wasn't thick because everybody else in my family was. Right. So it wasn't necessarily what I felt like a man wanted. I just felt like I wanted it for me because, hey, if that's what's going to make me money, then I'm going to do it. I decided not to do it, obviously, because the doctor said I didn't gain, I didn't have the weight. But I just, over the years, worked out, and I love food, so I am a fat ass. But that's a different topic altogether.
Yeah.
But as far as the industry now, what I see is a variety. I honestly do see a variety. Yeah, I do see black women. I do see Hispanic women. I do see thick women. I see that they're now trying to accommodate everyone. I mean, I don't know what took them that long, and they still have a lot of work to do. No. Because there's times where I've been on set where it's like, okay, so you chose this model over me, who probably fit the role better. Right. I mean, they're still, they're working on it. I'll give them the little credit, but it's not enough, to be honest. Right. If I'm really spitting facts, it's not enough, and we still have a lot work to do, a lot more work to do.
Right. Yeah. So I see that your husband is very involved. So I want to ask, as a man's perspective, and which, by the way, I think is very supportive and is very amazing that he is involved in this. You're her photographer, correct?
One of many.
You're one of many.
But one of her primary photographers, yeah.
Okay, all right. How do you feel when it comes to being involved in this industry with her? Like, tell me your perspective on it.
I mean, we have partnerships with a lot of local boutiques and different designers here in Miami and many other parts of the United States now.
Wow. So you guys travel?
Even Canada. We travel a lot.
That's amazing.
The designers that we're associated with, where we make our money, they're from all parts. They're not just from Florida. Right. But there's a amount of trust that goes into this part of the industry. Yeah. So the biggest thing is they have to trust us with the content that we're creating. Okay, they're spending their money on sending their product, to us, and giving us sort of a time limit on how to get them whatever they're asking for. Right. For a certain price. And we've traveled all over the Caribbean. Our last shoot was in Tulum, Mexico.
Wow.
And nice. We had an amazing time there, but half of our vacation was focused on a lot of the designers. We took on a lot of designers this time. Yeah. And it's a lot of work because it's not only getting the content, it's also editing the content and providing it to that designer in a timely fashion. And that's not easy for two people with full-time jobs aside from this industry. Right. I mean, I've been a medic, as y'all know, for like 20 years. Right. So doing the photography on the side, I broke into this industry, with wifey here, and that was years after we were together. Like we've been together 10 years now. Yeah. But it was a learning curve. I had to learn a lot about the industry. And I was learning about it while it was changing dynamically.
Right. So that you went in it when it was crazy.
Yeah, it was changing. You
went in it when it was crazy. That's
yeah. I was getting into it where when I started learning about it, I started going on set with her, and I was supporting her through runway shows. Runway shows are not for girls that are 5'3", 5'4", like wifey. Like that's not what they're for. They're for 5'7" and above. Right. They're for tall women.
Yeah. Tall women. Yeah. I mean, I've been to one. I did one.
You remember that?
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, but you was probably one of these shortest ones. What? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Probably, and there was some other models.
There was some other models there. Yeah,
there was some other models that were around her side, but she was about the shortest one. Yeah. And I mean, it didn't stop her. She was still, she was still a showstopper.
Yeah, she killed it. She
killed the show. She didn't care about the size. And shortly after that, like I think about a year after that, the major shows like in Miami Swim Week and different Fashion Week, they started adopting the curvy models, the short models, and even now,
going to like a different category, you know,
it
like
is
something a lot more different, you know.
It's not what the expectation was for so many years.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. So getting into it now, being with her, although I'm one of her primary photographers, I'm not the only one. Like some of these killer photos that she's come out with recently, which DJ Hack has on his, on his stuff now.
Yeah.
Most of that stuff, that wasn't me. I was a creator. I was a creative director. I was part of it.
Right.
Building the costumes, building the outfits, things like that. But
when did you start learning to do that?
Oh my goodness.
Because I've seen pictures you showed me before we started the podcast, and I think they're amazing. They're very creative. Like, where do you come up with designs?
Believe it or not, man, a lot of research. But I think after one of the fantasy fests that we got involved with in Key West, I think after that one fantasy fest where I created I forgot what outfit it was, but it was a dope ass outfit, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? I could do this." You know,
is it one of the ones that we? Is it one of the ones we have
right now?
It's not. It's not.
No?
The ones that you have, I recently created that this year. That was just for Black History Month, and that was at a spread out. That took me about 2 days.
Do you want to? We could show a little bit of that. We could show hey, yo, big shout out to Edwin up in the house. Big shout out to Eric. Big shout out to Rachel up in the house. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, we live. We live now.
Yes.
We live now. Let me go ahead and show that.
They're very simplified, and then certain ones are super like exotic.
This one was complex.
Yep.
This one
is very exactly.
There you go. There you go. Right there. That one was complex. I mean, we were trying to come out. I didn't have much time. You know.
Yeah.
I had about 2 days before I can come up with that outfit, and we weren't. It was easier when we're representing designers because we're just wearing their stuff.
Right.
You know, we're modeling their stuff.
Yeah.
It's simply just put it on, put some oil, and get in the right poses. This Black History Month one, that was it was more tedious. I had to deal with thinking about.
That's this one right here.
How
that's the Black History one.
Yes, that's the Black History one.
Wow,
nice. Wow. Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I had to deal with thinking about how people were going to react to this image. As we were talking about earlier before this live started. A lot of people got opinions. A lot of people got opinions, and some of them don't make any sense. And I get it. A lot of men are gonna try to, respond in a way that they feel makes sense.
Yeah, or like it's necessary, or
I mean, but the minute you start to try to build an argument about how a woman is wrong for representing what she's trying to represent, you're already lost.
Yeah.
No matter how many resources you have, you're already lost.
Right.
You're trying to forget a woman. You're trying to tell a person what it is that they're trying to portray. It's first, you don't know what's going on in that person's head.
Right.
You don't know what what their perspective is. That's what it comes down to, perspective. And this dude was completely out of line. He was trying to talk about how.
And let me be correct. What you saying right now is something that happened. You went through an experience with somebody else.
So you posted a picture, right?
It wasn't me. It was so Mona Lisa posted a picture.
Right.
Okay.
She posted the one you just recently saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is the Black History Month one, correct?
Right. Yeah. And it was
which is awesome.
Yeah,
it's amazing. By the way, the design that was one of UK that you had created.
That's right.
It was very amazing, man.
Thank you.
It is very exotic. You don't really see that often.
Yeah, and I mean,
that
was okay.
Goes with it so well.
Yeah, that was okay, and I was okay with. I respect the photographer that took the images because I respect his work.
Right.
It's something that I can't take too much credit for because he pulled off that photo show. I was there. I mean, he was in the digs. I mean, he even went into the swamps, start taking some of those photos. Like he was.
Wow. He was trying to get like the real cinematic feel, huh?
He got the shots that he got because he put work in.
That's nice.
So respect to him.
That's nice.
Ghost photography.
That's
Ghost.
What's their name?
It's Ghost, or let me actually pull it up.
Big shout out, Dave. What's up?
But he's
We'll give you the right
the right name, right?
the right name because he deserves the credit.
Absolutely.
Let me post those.
He reached
He
out to
almost
me.
died
and
taking some of these photos. He got eaten by crocodile.
What happened, Mona? Go ahead, Mona.
No, he reached out to me and we did one shoot together. And from that moment, I'm the
I
type of
remember
person.
that.
I have a very small circle when it comes to photographers. And
Right.
my thing is, if I love your work and I love your personality on set, that's it. You stuck with me forever. And he already knew from the first shoot. After that first shoot we did together, I looked at him. I was like, I hope you know you're not going anywhere. And he was like, yeah, I already know. So I was like, yeah. So
That's
we've
good.
been
And this is
shooting for a while.
Ghost.
Yeah, so it's ghost_town_photography.
Yeah, Ghost
I
Town
mean,
Photography.
the man is.
Go
the
check
man
it out,
is-
guys.
he's
Please
amazing.
go check it out.
Yo,
This guy does
He's
amazing
pretty dope.
work.
He's
man
pretty
does
dope.
He does
work
amazing
here.
work.
And that's who you sticking with right now, right? That's
Yeah, that's. I mean,
That's- that's one of
he's
them.
gonna
That's one
be.
of them.
He's one of the
Yeah.
ones that's gonna just be sticking with me until I retire.
Wow.
At this
Yeah.
point,
And
he ain't going nowhere.
I
He ain't
you
going
know,
nowhere.
so before we continue on with this conversation, I love the fact that you guys, you show love. You feel me? Like you guys really treat your photographers like they are unique. You really appreciate and you show them that their work is really valuable. Because I'm not a photographer, but I know a couple of people that actually do that, and they feel like their work is not really appreciated. But I think that's very dope. We're going on
Yeah.
back to the subject where you guys have basically did the photo shoot.
Yeah.
You did the photo shoot. You did the design. They posted it, and then okay, what else happened? Like
Yeah, no, I mean there's a variation of this photo shoot that
Yeah.
that she wanted a posting.
Right.
There's some really dope ones if you check out her page.
Yeah.
Model Mona Lisa.
Yeah. We got it right there in the bottom. If y'all don't see it,
Perfect.
Yeah,
It's there.
If I'm pointing in the right way.
Yeah.
yeah, right there.
If you check out her page, the last photo she posted, same outfit.
That one right there.
It might be a different look, but either way, everybody got an opinion. For the first look, everybody was like, "Yeah, I got Wakanda vibes," and then you had some dudes that were like, "Oh, well, that place doesn't exist." They want to be literal,
Like,
and
yeah.
so it's
Super
like, all right,
bitter.
so definitely you keep, you're killing the vibe, and he was
Yeah.
responding to multiple comments
Yeah.
about Wakanda forever type thing, and then it was like, all right, fine, I get your point. It's
Right.
it's a made up place, okay,
Right.
but get the point, bro. Like, just get on board. Like,
Yeah.
so the last
Like
photo,
appreciate
just appreciate
the art, the work.
That's it.
You
That's
feel
it.
me?
It's all about
That's all
the
you
art.
gotta do.
It's all about the
It's
art.
art. Yeah.
I mean, it could have been Cinderella. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cinderella's made up, but it could have been a Cinderella shoot.
Right.
So the last photo, it was dope. I think it was probably one of the dopest shots. It was a powerful shot. Mona Lisa came out with a quote that was great. You even mentioned it. It was something that you appreciated yourself.
Right.
Pretty much, I think it was.
The quote mentioned, they whispered to her, "You cannot withstand the storm," and she whispered back, "I am the storm."
Right. So that
Great scene.
that created,
Very, very good saying.
and it's a powerful quote, and I think it depicts the image perfectly. I think that dude read up too much into it. He was trying to get some brownie points, trying to be that whole ladies' man type situation. And yeah, it happens. You're gonna have
Does not work.
You're gonna have at least a dozen men that try to do that. But
Right.
So his whole point was, oh, sweet lady, you're not the storm. You should be the calmness. You're wrong. That's not that statement is not accurate.
Right.
So that was the first mistake. You don't tell somebody that they're wrong about what they're posting. They're trying to tell their followers.
You're trying to give a message.
You're trying to.
There's
You're
a
try-
message.
Yeah,
You're trying to give a message out.
yeah, and
and to
you're
cl-
telling
yeah.
telling a person
Right.
that the message that they're trying to portray is not the message that you're trying to. That's stupid. Like, I mean, come on. But regardless, I responded in a jokingly way. I was like, yeah, no, she's definitely the storm, not the calmness.
Yeah.
And then he took a little sour, called me out, and he was like,
And is this like
this
on
is on
like
just messaging.
on messaging?
This was
Okay,
just
so
on
it's
the
not
comments.
live. Like y'all went to a
Nah.
video shoot and the dude tried
this
to.
was
It ain't that
legit on
serious.
my
It ain't-
post.
It ain't that
Oh,
serious.
okay.
Oh,
It's
so
just-
it was comments
on the comments.
there.
And I can see the comments.
Did you
Right.
did you delete the comments or you
Nah.
just let her?
Nah, why delete
I
it?
think be transparent.
Yo, hate.
Even with the ones
Yo,
that are
when you hating, you need
racist
them.
and
You need
ridiculous.
haters.
Yeah.
You need somebody to say something stupid.
But I'm gonna leave it.
I like that. I
And
like that.
transparency.
You don't
is
react.
perfect. Yeah, and why not?
Respond. Yeah. I like that.
And it was just showing that she was more of an adult about it, and it was perfect because
Even
it
though I
it
wanna
shut him down.
react.
even though as a human being, you're gonna want to react. But in this situation, I responded in a jokingly way because I know this could have turned sour. And he called me out. And he was like, "Oh, you don't understand women." He quoted 5 different men. He was like, "Yo, obviously you don't read enough of," and he quoted 5 different authors, 5 different men about. I mean, because I'm not reading on or watching what these men are saying. That's why I don't understand women. Yeah. And of course, I responded, accordingly. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely not gonna. I'm not gonna learn how women think by listening to men. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's especially not gonna work. Other men, right? Yeah. I'd rather listen to the woman tell me how she feels, what she is trying to interpret or what she's trying to portray, and then I'll go with that. I'm sorry, I'll take my chances. Yeah. So another laughing out loud situation, right? And of course, he tried to tell me a Spanish comment that pretty much meant that those who don't listen, or pretend to be deaf, are the ones who don't live long enough. Yeah. And I get it. He was trying to get points, but I mean, in doing that, he was also insulting the model that he was trying to compliment. And it just
which is
just trying to it's trying to give men a heads up, bro. You fucking up, bro. Like just say, hey, you know what? I feel you, girl. Like
just stop there.
I'm your fan.
Yeah, that's it.
Just stop. Stop trying to school people. You're not daddy.
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess he was trying really hard to be daddy, and that didn't really work out. So
what does that saying mean to you, as a model, or just as a person? What does it mean to you? Why did you use that? Why did you decide to use that as a caption for that, like what you wanted to post?
I mean, that picture itself.
For that picture,
showed, at least to me, that picture itself showed everything that I've been through.
Right.
The last 35 years that I've been on this earth.
Right.
I endured so much, and I tend to still endure a lot of things. It just showed that no matter how much stuff that I've been through, that I'm resilient. Right. I go through it and I keep it pushing. And you know what? You're gonna put me through a storm. I am the storm. So that's just what it means. You can't put me through any more than what I've already been through in life. So that's what it meant to me. It means that. And obviously being black, of course, it's Black History Month, so that meant resistance and resilience. But that's what that meant to me. That you can't put me through what I've been through enough. So you can't put me through any more than I've been through now. Yeah, I'm still gonna weather the storm. I'm still gonna come out on top. I'm still gonna be me. So that's what that meant to me.
Have you ever been through an experience that you felt? How can I explain it? That you. Like a video shoot that they forced you to do something that you didn't want to do, as in
interesting.
Go real crazy with it. Like it's like no, do this, do that, and you had to refuse it.
No, I haven't. Once again, I'm gonna knock on wood for that. I guess I've been blessed. I haven't been through that, but what I've been through. In this industry and starting up in this industry, obviously I've done shoots with multiple photographers when I started, and like I said earlier, I didn't have much guidance, so there's times where I had to go to photographer's house and shoot and whatever. And these, at the time when I started this industry, these are photographers that were top of the line, photographers that can get you into magazines and get you whatever that you need to be at the time. And I had someone, which I don't know if this person is even still alive, but I remember when I guess halfway through the industry, this person tried to reach out to me again, and he was a bum, straight up bum. He wasn't doing it anymore at that point. But at that time, when I was getting into this industry and going to his house to shoot, and thinking that, hey, I'm good. Like, I don't have to bring anybody. I'm good, and I can protect my own self. And this man is literally like putting oil on me, but just getting like sexual with it.
Oh shit!
Like it's some wild,
like that shit normal and shit.
Like it's some wild fucking shit, and I'm just looking at him like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, like
so
that.
At the end of the day, I literally.
I'm saying, like, what you mean? Nah. Like he had a camera type shit and put an oil on you?
It was just putting oil, and then he gets to the thigh part, and he's like, oh, so can you put your your feet on my shoulder, and he's on his knees.
That sounds.
So then I'm
Holy
like,
shit.
so then I'm like, and then he has his tongue out, and I'm like, what the fuck is you?
Hey,
like,
yo.
like what, some wild shit. So I
fuck is
literally
going on there?
I literally left. So the thing is, and this is the reason why I feel like I'm helping girls now, because I don't want them to go through what I go through. Like I said, I didn't have guidance when I started this industry. I didn't have anyone telling me that, hey, well, you need to have somebody on set with you. Now it's fine. I mean, my man could be on set, but even if my man can't be on set, like I said, I have a small group of photographers that I work with. So at the end of the day, my men don't really have to be on set, because these are people that he's already been on set with and he knows them. You feel me? But back in the days, it's like I didn't have anybody to go on set with me. Why? Because when I started this industry, I started it in private. Nobody really knew that I started this industry. I just did it because obviously my family, I know, wouldn't like the fact that I was doing what I was doing. So I was just doing it. Just
Have anybody ever asked you if you wanted to join porn?
I've had that in like messages.
In message.
Only in messages? Like
In
nobody
messages.
actually
Like
came up to you and be
DMs
like, hey,
and
listen,
stuff?
I give you this amount of much
Right, like on set.
Like-
to do
Nah.
to do something or whatever in a porn set.
No, not on set. But I have people that literally DM me and be like, "Hey, what do you think about porn?" And I'm just like, "We wilding out here."
Okay.
Balling out.
I mean, I watch porn, but I ain't gonna be in it.
It's Miami though. Hey,
Yeah,
it's
that's what
Miami.
the-
Like this
You're
is the
good.
city of porn, bro. Like
they're not
You're
wrong
good.
for that.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not judging.
true.
I don't want people to think out there that people that do it, I'm gonna judge you for
Like,
that.
how many
Hey, I'm not
sex
gonna
tapes
judge you.
you got?
I probably have watched you. If you're watching this live,
Most likely.
I probably have watched you, and I probably
Yeah.
enjoyed you and got off of that shit. But
Word.
at the end of the day,
Let me tell
it
you.
just ain't gonna be me. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you though. Let me
we're
tell
good.
you. I mean, breaking into the industry. When I tell you that I started with photography, it wasn't on Mona Lisa. Like, I love that we built a relationship where, I mean, I could take sessions with practically naked women
Yeah.
without her,
Feeling
going
away.
crazy.
yeah.
And thinking, oh shit, my man's cheating on me and
Confident.
fucking with these.
Confident.
So no, it
Confident.
took a bit. It took a bit of building, but that's
yeah.
So this is when I realized I know what I have to do in this industry, and this is what happened. I was shooting a girl that they used to collaborate. They did fashion shows together. Her name.
He
was
said
Amy.
he said he was shooting her.
Shooting her, photo shooting.
Photo shoot.
You done killed her.
He's trying to like, dang, you done killed her.
trying to set you up. He's
Hold
trying
up,
to
you
set you
trying to
up.
say that shit on the podcast right now? Like, yo, hold up, bro. Let me
You
edit
gotta be
that.
more specific, bro.
Law enforcement.
Yeah, right. I was photo shooting her.
You was fun. Nah, I know what you meant. I'm
Don't
just
get me wrong.
making a
Don't get me
joke.
wrong. They did a fashion show together for Karma Swim, and those girls were really tight before the person for Karma Swim. She did something different. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna call her out, but the girls dismantled. They all did their own thing, but we all pretty much still followed each other's progress. A lot of people went big. A lot of people just disappeared.
Right.
It's just what it is. But this one girl, she's a fitness model, and and I shot her, and she had one of these like mental breaks, and she pulled out. She came on one of her videos, and she was like, you know what? She wanted to just show appreciation to some of the photographers that made her feel comfortable.
Right.
And she called me out. Me and 5 other photographers. She called us out and said, never once did they turn and stare too long, make any gestures or comments. And I knew then it was like, if I'm gonna stay in this industry, no matter how much of a nudist, because models are they're practically nudists.
Yeah,
And
right. Yeah.
no matter how much of a nudist they are, it's not your job to stare. You can't just be that man. You can't just let me cop a look, let me sit back, let me see if she gets comfortable, let me try to take advantage.
Yeah.
The way to keep going in that industry is keeping a clear reputation. Like, the reputation has to be clear. It can't be one of those things where, damn, you know what? I was getting dressed and there was no changing room, but
No.
homeboy was sitting in the cut and he was looking too long, like,
Yeah.
that's all they have to say. And it's like, all right, well, definitely not booking with that photographer. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like you gotta see if they safe, like, you know what I'm saying,
no
especially in
matter
the environment.
how bad they are, bro. Like, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's one of those things. If you want to keep on doing what you're doing and making money, doing what you're doing,
No.
there's some certain sacrifices you gotta make, and one of those sacrifices is, while the baddest bitches are getting naked in front of you, you can't stare, bro. You gotta look away.
Well,
you
would you say that as really like a sacrifice?
You know what? For most men, it is.
Okay.
Because it's an involuntary reaction. If we chilling, me and you, we chill on the beach, and you got a group, 4 girls walking by, thong bikinis, like some baddies.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard not to look.
Well, we not gonna break our neck a little bit?
I'm
sorry, we are.
breaking my neck.
We are.
Sorry, but sorry, not sorry kind of situation.
Sorry, not sorry, but
when it comes to the industry, you really gotta have self control.
I'm gonna turn my neck a little extra. It ain't that I'm gonna gawk and like drool, but I'm gonna turn my neck like, damn.
You're gonna acknowledge, like, you admire beauty.
Admire beauty, but see, that could be misconstrued when you're on set. When you're on set, it ain't no girls walking by, in their thong bikinis.
Yeah.
They doing work.
Yeah.
They doing work. They're probably in a committed relationship. Like,
most likely, yeah,
you don't know what's going on with them, So it was a learning curve for me too. But when I heard her say that, and I'm gonna call her out, Amy. I'm not gonna call out her Instagram, but her name is Amy, and she's a hell of a fitness model. She's been on many stages.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, man, just from her saying that, I was like, you know what? It's worth it.
Right.
It's worth looking the other way. Like, I'm gonna come out with some bomb ass images anyway, bro. Like, my imagination could take a break.
That's right.
But a lot of men don't know how far that goes for some women in this industry that are this vulnerable. For us, it's like, oh, these girls want to be exploited. These girls want to be looked at. They want to be taken advantage of. They some thotties. They're really not.
I think that's really shallow, to be honest.
But it is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to down talk my guys, but it is a guy mentality, and sometimes we gotta take a step back.
Truth, bro.
And that's the reason why.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why I say, if you're gonna get in this industry, then first things first, you got to be passionate about what you do.
What is your
don't get in this industry because you wanna, I just wanna shoot some girls and see some girls and just exposure and shit like that. Like, my thing is, you gotta be passionate about art, and that's the reason why once again, going back to why I'm very strategic on who I shoot with, is most of these photographers, this is their livelihood.
Yeah.
This is what they do to pay bills. This ain't no side hustle for them.
Right.
This is not a hobby, and this is what they do
like their
part time.
This
is what their source of income is. So if this is what your source of income is, you're not gonna fuck up your source of income and just be out here wilding.
Right.
You feel me? This is what you do. So at the end of the day, I get where you're coming from in reference to not looking, and it's a sacrifice. But if someone's passionate about what they do first, then that looking shit is not even a thing for you.
You gotta have self control, man.
You're passionate about art, because a man who's shooting you gonna look and be like, damn, you know what? I don't see that ass, but you know what I see? I see that lighting. I see how the image is gonna come out. I see that water behind you and how I'm gonna bring that out.
They see the big
I don't even
image.
see that fucking ass. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean,
so that's why I say
line.
it's about you actually being passionate about your art.
Right.
Someone who's doing this full time, I respect them, because at the end of the day, you're not. And why they charge these models, I get it. You're not doing this because, hey, this is a hobby and I don't got no other choice. Nah, this is how I eat.
Right.
And exposure and looking at ass at the end of the day is not gonna pay your bills.
Yeah, no, it's a fine line.
What is the worst experience that you experience in modeling? What is the worst experience?
I mean, the experience I just told you, with a man trying to literally, I don't know if he was trying to eat me out on saying we're probably put on
No,
oil.
I'm talking about okay. I miss said your worst experience on stage.
Oh, stage.
I mean, that's if you had any.
What is your worst experience that you ever have on stage?
No, go ahead. Tell him the last swim week you was in where.
What went wrong?
Where you had body paint and some features came off.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's the worst, but I guess that was a mishap, because I did swim week, and swim week is the biggest thing in Miami.
It was a Janet Jackson.
And don't get me wrong,
outfit malfunction.
Yeah, it was a malfunction where this was actually on stage where, yes, shout out to the person, iCreatives Vibes. I can't forget his name because he's amazing.
Yeah.
And I hope to work with him this year, even though he's moved, and I'm sad.
Big shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
But he did last minute. He decided to show up, and they paid him, and he did body paint, which the body paint was so much better than what they were originally gonna have.
Oh yeah.
They were gonna have some spray paint shit. I don't know what the fuck that was gonna be. But nonetheless, this man did some art, and I have that on my Instagram as well. But
all right, but art like just bare naked.
Yeah, like you're literally naked, but there's things covering you. There's things that is covering you.
With paint.
and then of course he had like rhinestones, and he had like some type of paper. I don't know, some shit he had.
Nude, yeah.
But completely nude, and he did me. He did a couple of other models that were with me as well that were paid to do that, and then. Surprisingly, the host decided to have us join on stage while we have at least a good 300 people sitting in. And decide to dance. So you know me, I'm a dancer. I love dancing. And hey, I'm gonna take advantage of being in the spotlight. It's just me. Yeah. There's cameras, and I'm dancing. And we walk back, and we're dancing, and we getting low. And I'm gonna get low. My knees hurt right now, but I'm gonna get low.
Well, some of them
so I get low, too. And then as I get low, the stuff that's holding my vagina. Secure decides to come off.
Oh,
so
shit.
then I'm sitting here and I'm like, the only thing that really saved me, and I say this, well, pun intended, is because the fact that I'm black and you can't really see much, right? And it was already kind of nighttime and the lights wasn't really bouncing on me as it should have, but nonetheless, you couldn't really see it. And then I guess she noticed my facial reaction when she noticed that something was off when she turned around, and she was like, "Oh, you guys can go," and then I went. But I wouldn't say that's the worst thing, because like my man mentioned, as most of these models are nudists. To be honest, I consider myself a nudist. I love being nude. I get a little bit too comfortable where I have to kind of check myself on like, hey, where I'm at, and obviously I'm a married woman, so I kind of check myself on that. But nonetheless, nice. I am a nudist. So personally, stuff like that wouldn't have bothered me because that's just me. And I've gotten to that confidence where I'm good. You feel me? As long as you don't get disrespectful, I'm good. But
right.
obviously, different story, different age. I'm not that. Yeah, I'm not in that situation anymore where I'm like single and just out here just busting it wide open and shit.
All right. So when you get ready for a performance, you got a lot of girls. They take something maybe to make them feel better, make them feel more confident.
Oh yeah.
Do you
really?
Do you have to? Do you feel like? Are you that comfortable that you could be sober and get on that stage like that?
Yeah, I can, but don't get me wrong. Prior to any type of like
that's a good question.
Fashion like shoot, like swim week, I'll probably take a shot or maybe a shot or two. But honestly,
shots.
Honestly, if to be real with you, it's not a necessity. I mean, like, for example, for this swim week, hopefully I'm manifesting that I do get booked for multiple shows. I probably won't take a shot. I'll probably just kind of pray on it. I'll probably manifest, I'm more into energy now. Do a little self-reflection and self-energy where I probably won't have to take a shot. But it's not a requirement. But yeah, I normally would just take a tequila shot.
See, she's opening up now that you took off that jacket, bro.
There you go, yo.
Thank God, it's about damn time with that damn jacket.
She didn't like the Lakers, bro. You can't be bringing. Yo, my internet went out for a quick second.
You stupid.
It went out for a quick second because of the damn Laker jacket.
Hey, bro.
It was reflective.
I don't think anybody on this live like that shit.
Yeah, I was like,
Kobe's gonna haunt y'all, bro.
No, Kobe and Lakers are two different things. Sorry, you played yourself. That jacket didn't even say Kobe.
But he
it just said Lakers.
Damn.
Yeah, you played yourself.
I can't argue with this.
Yeah, whatever. Bye.
Nah, but it's gonna be a good swim week. Now that COVID's out of the way, COVID made things really complicated for everybody.
Really?
Yeah, it really did. Shut everything down. So.
Damn. I've heard that, man.
So the ones that were like relying on this for their sole income, like she said, a lot of photographers are relying on this for their like prime source of income, and and I was saying it's a fine line, because when you're shooting a woman, especially models that you don't know, new models or whatever, you still got to make them feel good.
Right.
So while you're shooting them, you're like, oh damn, you're killing it. Like, oh shit, you're making me hot. Like I'm getting hot. It gotta sound inviting. It gotta sound respectful.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, the only way you could come out with those killer shots is if you get them in the mood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You gotta make them comfortable.
You gotta get them in the mood. It's one thing to make them comfortable. And there's another thing to get them in the mood while they're feeling comfortable without crossing that line. So it's a fine line. So these guys are really talented. Like, I learned a lot from these guys. That's why when I got into it and I said, I'm going to do this, is because I tagged along with a lot of her photographers that were doing this. And I seen their level of professionalism. I'll give it up to 10K. I mean, futuristic type photo shooting. Really big on digital.
Wow.
I mean, he'll even during his photo shoots, he'll shoot photos and they'll upload right to his laptop while we're on set. I mean,
Right.
the dude he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
he has the tools and the knowledge.
yeah. I'll be
He
there
has
soon.
everything.
I'm working on that, man. I'm working
He
on
said,
that,
heck, I
yo.
wanted to get him on the drone footage. 'cause-
Yeah. Oh no, I got 20
Yeah,
times better
drone.
drone
you know what
now.
I mean? Now he
Now,
got
now all I gotta do is just go ahead and frukadoom. Just give the drone a hand and it does it all by itself. I got one. Yo.
Yeah, this year I want to do something big with the drones and
Yeah.
Yo, I think you should do like an Avatar like 2 type thing, to be honest.
Avatar?
I could definitely see her doing that. Like an Avatar.
Avatar.
But now I'm not saying to do like not like the move, but I'm saying like I don't know. I guess like a
15
photo
seconds
shoot.
to come out with a reel.
I think, but I'm just saying I think it would be dope. Like she would be like an added character or something like
We
that.
want
or
to paint her
something that she
blue.
could-
We should paint you blue.
I think that would be. I'm just saying you should
Hey,
look
you
into
never
it,
know.
bro.
You
You never
never
know.
know.
Like you
Never
did,
know.
you rocked the Black Panther thing, right? But was it for Black Panther?
No,
or was it more just a feeling?
It was
more
Black
just a
History
feeling.
Month. It was just.
Oh,
it was about
okay.
a powerful black woman, a leader, a queen.
Right.
It had nothing to do with Black Panther.
Yeah.
People
yeah.
just they associated the image
Yeah.
with Wakanda and the women from Wakanda.
But is that what you wanted? Is that what you expected? Not what you wanted, but is that what you
personally-
expected?
Well, is it what Mona wanted?
Yeah.
Is the question? Is
I don't know.
what you wanted?
I have
Well,
no idea.
my thing was in general, and it wasn't. I mean, my hubby did a great job on kind of the idea. Overall, I just wanted to celebrate Black History, and the theme for Black History this year was resistance. So I wanted to kind of
Explain to them
tailor
what resistance means.
to resistance on what we've been through, and I'm not even gonna get deep, but obviously slavery, which I'm not gonna go there, but
Right.
resistance as far as what we've been through and what we had to deal with, and the resilience we had to had over the years, over 400 years. But that was a theme for this year, so that kind of what I wanted. And when I initially spoke to Ghost prior to our last shoot, what we did in front of Miami Arena, is I told him, I was like, every year I want to plan Black History Month and I never get a chance to do it. So I'm like, this year I need to do something because it means something. It means so much to me to do it.
Oh, you didn't show them the images for that.
Yeah. So then I was like, all right, I want something for that. I showed him somewhat of an idea. He was like, all right, bet we'll try it out. I showed hubby that, and then we looked for outfits, and then we selected a location, and we just went with it. We just went with the flow. There was no agenda. We just went with the flow, and that was it. But the images were more than what I expected them to be.
Wow. And that's a good thing.
That's an amazing thing. He killed it, and it was
Okay,
phenomenal.
Okay.
So what's your end goal when it comes to this? How far are you looking to go when it
Damn.
comes to this industry?
Loaded question. Shit. That's been asked before.
That's a good question. I mean, originally I kind of wanted to open up my own agency. Honestly, I don't know if that's something that I kind of, if that still stands, to be honest. It's kind of hard to say. I don't know right now because there's a lot of things that go through my mind daily, and there's a lot of things I go through that kind of change that mindset. But I would say overall, I mean, I would say just be maybe open up a boutique or have my own type of line. And maybe if that leads to me opening up my own agency, that will lead to. But for right now, to be honest, I'm more so focused on my piece and everything else that it's just like I can't really
Think too
say
far ahead.
that I'm gonna be like, you know what, I have an end goal, because things change. At least for me, I change a lot, and I go through a lot where just my mentality changes. Like, you know what, I don't think I want to do this anymore, or I want to do this. So, but for right now, yeah, I would say I'm solid on opening up maybe my own boutique, having my own clothing line, and then depending on how that goes, then I would say I would have my own agency. But for right now, I'm just out here just trying to live life day by day, to be honest.
When do you think, if you constantly doing this, right? And when you think you retire from it?
Damn, that was asked.
That's funny.
That was asked about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Because she was about to hang it up like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
There's
And you
so many.
kept doing it.
Why inspire you to keep going?
just wanting. I truly
Passion.
love what I do.
Passion, yeah.
Nice.
No,
I truly love what I do. And don't get me wrong, there's many times that I've wanted to hang this up from when I started, from before I met the person I'm with now. But it's just so many criticism that I receive, and people reaching out to me reciting Bible verses, and not only that, obviously coming from a family that is church going, and my dad, who is a pastor.
Oh man!
To see what I do.
Your dad is a pastor.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my dad is a pastor. So
They ain't no saint, but
so
he's a pastor.
so understanding that the family that I come from, it's not easy to do what I do.
Yeah.
There's so many times that I wanted to stop. I mean, I did take a break when I met Feli. I did take a long break because it took an adjustment for him to understand what I do.
Right.
So I got back into it and I got full into it, and it's like, yeah, I love it. So I could have honestly retired since 30. I'm 35.
Yeah.
wow.
And I mean, right now
I didn't even know you was 35 though.
I mean,
Real
black
deal.
or crack, but hey, we out here.
Hey, that's big
right
facts.
now.
That's big facts, bro.
I mean, right now I don't have no kids, so to be honest, I mean, I'm gonna keep going until
Let me tell you,
God tells me otherwise.
It's something I put out there as a Puerto Rican man from Jersey.
Right.
It ain't it ain't one of those dream things to date a model, you know.
Yeah.
It took a lot of growing up.
Of course.
It took a lot
Of
of
course.
A lot
yeah.
of maturity, man.
It took a lot of swallowing a lot of I'm not even gonna call it fake pride, but it took a lot of swallowing pride.
Like peeling back layers.
I didn't tell him I was a model when he met me. I didn't
No,
tell
we didn't
anybody.
know.
I still don't tell.
How did
I
y'all
had
meet?
no idea.
How did y'all meet?
Okay, we'll go there. We'll go there. So, I mean, back in 2013, that was shortly after I came back from Jersey. I've been a medic for.
You want a little bit?
I'm sorry.
Want
I've
a little bit
been.
of wine.
Yeah.
Hold on, this about
You're
to
about to
get
get deep.
Sure, boy.
You're about to get deep. I already
I'm on
know.
empty
We're going there.
right now.
Let's
Let's bit
I'm about
wine,
to
but, but I want to
Jesus
hear it.
Christ.
I want to hear it.
I'm about to get real deep.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I was like. Let me probably chug this cup. I'm dying here.
So right before I came and I moved over here from Jersey, I've been a medic for about 20 years. Starting over there, you know, I started off.
Before you start that,
please.
been a minute for 20 years. I gotta have you
Yeah.
and me. We gotta do a podcast together
Yeah.
Specifically
about that
that.
industry.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been a medic for 20 years. It all started over there. So it started in Jersey, even New York City. I did time out there. I mean, that's where I got most of my foundation. I moved out here to Florida after all that, and I started working for the only trauma center here in Miami, which
Yeah.
is, you know, Ryder Trauma, right?
Right.
And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was a medic student
Oh, wow.
out of the college right across the street from the trauma center.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I knew her for a few years before we actually, you know, got together.
Yeah.
But you know, after she was finishing her clinicals as a medic student, because of certain circumstances, I was available at that time, and it was one of those situations where I looked up and I'm like, all right, so I got to find somebody to chill with for Valentine's Day because I had plans, but I don't anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I
right.
mean? It happens. So, looked around and then, you know, she was walking down the hallway. So I was like, all right, let me ask this girl, you know, what she's doing for Valentine's Day. She was up to nothing for Valentine's Day, which turned out to be a lie because she was booked for,
Well, that was before I got booked because
Well,
I didn't get
I
booked
didn't know
till
about
at least
the-
2 days before.
I didn't know
We were
about
on the
the
phone.
okay.
but if y'all ever heard about South Beach Toe,
yes.
well, yeah, she
never
was.
heard
That was that episode back then,
she
boy.
was on that episode.
Oh, she-
And that was
Mona,
the
you was on that
same-
episode?
That was the same day as our first date.
Bro.
Yeah, so she came to our date, and
Looking like a poodle.
she, you know,
Oh Lord.
she came as a natural black girl, okay, with
Curly hair.
her hair was puffed out because it was wet earlier in the
Like
day.
a microphone.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you was getting your hair done.
No. It was just because of the
up.
episode. It accounted for her getting a water hose sprayed on her head.
I'll send you the video.
Oh my God.
Holy.
There's a whole episode on this, but it was a whole thing of her hairstylist's car was getting towed at the same time she was getting a perm. So this gay hairstylist was going all crazy on the parking lot while she came out and said, "Oh shit, my hair is burning," and it wasn't really. It was dramatic, but
I'm sending that right now.
it was a successful. it was a show, and then that night it was our first date, and it was a terrible date. It was, I don't know what the fuck. It was a terrible date. It started fucking raining.
Yo, he said it was a terrible
Like,
day.
I mean, it wasn't terrible as far as the conversation.
Everything was going wrong.
Circumstantial. It was a terrible date. We was sitting at Bubblegum Shrimp over there in downtown Bayside, and we were underneath one of the outside umbrella tables, and it started pouring, and we're talking to each other, acting like it's not happening, but it was happening, and apparently it was a good date, and we enjoyed each other's company, and we decided to make something of this, and that's where it all started. She was a paramedic student, but let me tell you now, wifey she's right. She's an upper senior management of a multi-trillion-dollar company.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say the name, Apple, and she's successful in this company.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Listen, it doesn't bother me. A lot of her leadership and her subordinates, they all know what she does.
Yeah.
They all know that she's into this industry. They respect it. They don't integrate. They don't try to bring it into it. They don't try to use it against her.
Wow.
I don't think they could though.
That, I mean,
I don't think.
Well, you'll be surprised, man. When you
There's a
try
lot
to
of
like,
Karens.
when
There's a
you're
lot of
going,
Karens as well.
when you climb up the high ranks, man, you got people that are gonna try their best to bring you down, man.
Yeah, of course, but
They will do anything it takes, man.
I think-
'Cause you got ugly people like that in this world. That's
Yeah,
there's
a lot of
reality,
people.
man. for real.
He's right. He's not
And
wrong.
that's part of the storm. That especially when you are a black female going in an industry that she's in, you got people that are
he
ugly,
said that.
man.
I love that he said that because you know what?
It's true, and
It's
people
not-
don't want to face that reality. But that's what
and
reality
it's not. You know what? I'm so happy he said that because that's what the storm is integrated. She is one of Apple's lead black ambassadors,
right.
and so when it comes to culture, one of her main jobs is to integrate culture into the Apple industry, and make people aware. You don't realize. I mean, there's people at her store that it was crazy. One of the senior managers was chose to speak on one of the Black History Months,
Right.
and she didn't know who Rosa Parks was. And that ate up.
What?
Like,
That's I know. Yeah,
How
no.
do you not
As
know who
surprised as you
Okay,
are.
but
could you imagine how
he asked you to do it,
Yeah,
and
no.
he asked you about that, like
No, so here one of the senior managers at that store location that she's at was chosen to speak on Black History Month.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, I almost feel bad for her. She had no idea who Rosa Parks was. So how stupid this woman looked.
Man.
And it just ate up at Mona Lisa, and it took her everything
To
treat her like a human being and educate her
Yeah.
on who these people are. And so now she takes a role where, by Apple, she was promoted into one of the black ambassadors where she is. Now it's her job to, keep people educated about who these black people really are. Like, you'd be surprised how many people don't know who these people are. Malcolm X,
Yeah.
These are the greats, man.
they have no idea. And
These are the greats.
And
Real.
even nowadays,
Yeah, like-
where our own governor is trying to remove Black history from history,
You can't do
can't.
that.
and he's
can't do
trying
that.
hard though. He's trying
I
hard.
feel
And
bad for him.
Don't even get me started.
So for the people who are in
She's
her
on
position,
fire. I can see it in her eyes. She's like, I just want to
for the
explode
people-
right now.
Yeah, for the people in her position, could you imagine how helpless that feels, or how
It's
stressful
demeaning.
that
It's like you're trying to demean black. No, you can't do that.
and you know, it's really undermining.
They were saying the same thing about the whole Thanksgiving. They were trying to take Thanksgiving out.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that.
So yeah, it's just one of those things where, you know, she's endured a lot. You know, she's endured a lot in this industry. I remember all of it. I remember how many times she got denied because she was the short black girl.
Yeah.
And I've had to be there for the letdowns.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even some of the agencies where it was like, well, you're just like 2 inches too short, or you're 2 shades too dark. And I was there for that, you know, and I know what it did to her. But
what place did it take you to at that point in time?
So let me tell you, I'm not going to pretend like I know for 1 second what she's going through, you know, or anyone in her position. But I know that I could respect her as a woman, as a woman in this industry, as a model who's now, you know, she's a person that people reach out to now. A lot of people reach out to, and she can't even get to them all. Where it's like, I'm trying to do this. How can I go about this the right way? Because this is what I'm facing. And she already knows what they're facing because she's faced it all, you know? And it's hard to give them one answer, you know what I mean? Because she's dealt with it in so many different ways, you know what I mean? Like, I've gotten lashed out for some of this stuff. And the way she represents herself in public is different from how she represents herself at home. At home, it's like, you know, I'm getting the raw, you know, raw anger, hate, sadness, pain.
Yep.
And in public, she's showing this queen, you know. Well, you know, I'm sorry you feel that way, but this is what I'm doing now, and I'm gonna do it better than anyone else.
Right.
It's not that easy to do that, you know. So
Right.
you know, it's like right now, most of the models I'm dealing with, don't get me wrong, I have a lot of, you know, I have black models, but I have a lot of white models. And, you know, the fact that she trusts me shooting these girls in boudoir and you know, all kinds of lingerie, swimwear, it's big. It shows a lot on her part where, you know, I don't even get questioned. Like, I could do a whole photo shoot, I mean, implied nude type boudoir, lingerie type shoot. And I come home to her and she's like, hey, so what do you want to eat for dinner? You know, and I don't get questioned like, well, what happened? What did she do? You know, was it? No, I don't get questioned at all. And that's something that I was like, all right, I have to take that into account on how I move forward with a lot of the stuff that she does.
Right.
You know, a lot of men. It's got to be some type of man. That's not easy.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, you know, okay, you just finished doing this bomb ass shoot with. Okay, so I wasn't there. The fuck did you do? You know, I'm not, you know.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever went to a radio shoot and they question you like, yo, who's this?
Yep.
Who's this would
absolutely.
Like, you know, like, is she gonna feel comfortable you wearing this or questioning, like, you know, like.
Well, most photographers, let me tell you, they've had bad experiences where a lot of the models that they shoot, they say, hey, significant others have gone on set and they've acted up, and I've had to, you know, but that's usually after they see how I am. I'm one of the most supportive hands. I'm more of a support hand, creative director type, you know, situation than I am a nuisance.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm on set, then hey, no holds bars, anything goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I'm not going to lie, though. When I get on, if I'm shooting with a new photographer, I do not tell them that I have someone coming on set. And the reason why I do that is because, like I said, I've been in the industry a lot.
Feel uncomfortable, but yeah.
I've been in the industry a lot longer than him. So it's like, I know majority of these photographers do not want people on set because of shit like that.
Yep. Right.
They don't got time for it.
Boyfriends,
Yeah.
husbands
They're
get in their
honest about it.
feelings.
Yeah, they're honest about it.
They start, you know, and it just, and then not only that, and it's not only because there's some boyfriends that come on set that may not do anything, but because the girl notices that her man's on set, that creativity that she had, she's now reserved.
Yeah, she's restricted.
She's now scared because she's like, I can't do this because my man's over here. So it's like these photographers like, okay, so that creative juice that you had, you can't do shit because your man's over there. Yeah. So I don't want nobody on set. Fuck it. No girl, no body. Nobody. So to be honest, I kind of be sneaky with it, where it's like, all right, well, I don't tell them if it's a new photographer that he's coming on set, unfortunately, just to not get that reaction.
Right.
Get them telling me that I can't bring nobody. And there's some that's like, oh, bring whoever you want just for your comfort level, which is fine. But there's others that I know that they're not saying that because they're going to try something. They've been in the industry too long. Like I said, this is how they make their money. They don't care. It's just they don't want you, if you're paying for their services, for you to get some mediocre shit because you decided to bring your man on set, and now your man making you feel uncomfortable, and now you're not producing what you want. When you get these images, you're looking at that photographer like, nah, I don't want this shit. But you paid for it.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it. So it's like...
That's the girl's fault. I mean, if you're paying for a photo shoot, if you decide to bring a man that's restrictive, then that's on you.
Yeah, because you should know him.
Yeah. You're paying.
You know how he's gonna react.
You're paying for that.
Correct, and I agree. But that's the reason why, for me, for my sake and for my reputation, because at the end of the day, yes, I am married and I have to think about my marriage. But at the end of the day, I got to think about my image too. That's what. So, Miami is too small. Word spreads around a lot quick. Miami. Right. Yeah. And people, one person takes one person to tell everybody, don't work with her.
And I don't need will that. Close a lot of doors.
I don't need that. I've been through enough, and I had enough doors closed in my face.
That goes both ways. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm not going to have any more doors closed in my face when I could have avoided this.
Right.
I could have avoided that. It's something that I could have just avoided. So at the end of the day, I tell them, hey, we'll be on set, but I don't tell him he's going to be there. He pop up. And it was like, who's this?
But it ain't.
I'll be like, hey, so this is my creative. I don't even front and be like, hey, this is my husband. No, this is the creative. Yeah. He has the outfits and stuff like that together.
He got the stuff. He got the tools.
Then at the end, I'll be like, yeah, that's my man. But no, I'm not like. No.
But I'm okay with being a creative director.
But that's good. You don't mix business with pleasure type.
And that's another thing.
Don't get me wrong.
That's I'm glad you said
life, bro.
Don't get me wrong. She's a respectful woman because there's some times where she's on set and she's going into a pose where she's restricting herself. And I'm like, hold on. Like, lift that shit up a little bit more. Let's get the look. Let's get it in. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we're here now. Let's get it done.
Yeah. And that's good that you give her that confirmation.
Right. Yeah. Because she's doing the respectful thing, and she's like, I'm not gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna lift it up too much because I don't want them to, Yeah. But I wanna make sure, and it's by default. I want to make sure she knows, hey, I'm here as support. Mm-hmm. Any problems we have about this shoot, we could talk about later. But let's get the magic. Right. Let's get that shit in, and that's why a lot of the content that comes out as she finally posts, it's just fire. It's fire because she knows. All right, he said it's good.
He said it's good.
He said it's good. So let's do it.
And not only that, but let's say if he's not there, because I can't expect him. I can't plan every single shoot around his schedule. Because I got to think about the photographer. Not only that, we have different days off. So I'm not going to be sitting here, hey, well, we're going to shoot next month because we don't got the same days off. I got to continually be producing content. Like, I'm not, there's no questions asked about that. So there's days if you can't be there, I'm letting you know, I'm going to send you in advance, hey, this is the content we're trying to shoot.
Yeah.
And if it's a little risque, you give me your thoughts on it.
Heads up.
Heads up.
This
is where I'm shooting. This is where it's going to be. This is a photographer that you obviously been on set with. Like, for prime example, I know Ghost. I call him Shooter, but Ghost. He wants to shoot again and he reaches out. Hey, I got to look at my schedule and I got to see if it matches his schedule. If it doesn't match his schedule, but I'm off, I'm going to take that opportunity to shoot. If we're going to plan ideas, then I'm going to send you the idea. And that's going to be up to you if you want to adjust the idea, you don't want to go with it. And we just change it up.
You guys communicate about.
Correct.
Just keeping is all about open communication.
Correct.
Too, right. But when you're not able to fully communicate, at least you get a heads up or of what you're going to be going into for the next photo shoot.
That's correct.
Correct. Yeah. And he's met Ghost.
And when I'm not there, unfortunately, there's some things that are restricted, and she knows it.
Yeah.
And they still come out with fire content, bro. It's just
that's
it's
cool.
what it is.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's also
certain lines you
up
don't
to the
cross.
photographer
That's
too.
right.
It's like
Right.
it doesn't have to be this type of content all the time for it to be good.
No,
That's the
exactly.
part of art, is that it could be good in many different facets.
And that's the
Right,
reason why
you
the
know?
photographers, once again, I have a very small group, and
Right.
those photographers know is like, all right, they see the content that I have on my page, they're like, all right, well, we gonna do swimwear.
Right,
So I'm like, no, I kind of want to switch things up, and I'll give them ideas, and they'll give me ideas, but they kind of already know.
Yeah. No,
You know?
no,
How does I'm sorry, go ahead.
no. Go ahead. You good?
How my bad.
You good, you good.
How does this pay situation work
Go ahead.
when it comes to modeling? Like, how does this pay situation? Is it so many shoots?
You talking about the income, right?
Or yeah, like how does that work? Is it like
Depends if it's a high budget or low budget film.
right? Even if it's a high budget, low budget, how does that work?
Well,
So,
technically,
go ahead.
first and foremost, it does go through because I am part of a couple of agencies. Obviously, they're freelance or they're non-exclusive, where I'm not tied to them, so I can work
Right.
with multiple agencies if I want to.
Yeah.
So with
All
the
right, so you ain't on black and white right now.
No, right now I'm
Good.
not black and white.
Good.
Honestly, I did in a sense want it to be black and white with high-end agencies, but that's a different topic altogether. But whatever, I feel better freelance anyways, and I've been doing freelance for entire industry, entire years that I've been modeling. But first things first, these agencies that are freelance do send me emails on whatever bookings that they see out. Let's say if it's a music video, or if it's a
Yeah,
film,
yeah.
or a commercial, or a swim week, whatever it is, they send it out to me. And based on the emails that they sent, it'll show, you know, who they're looking for, what age they're looking for, if it's male, female, black, Hispanic, whatever. If it fits me, depending on what they want me to do, if they want me to send out like a self-tape video, which self-tape video is just them seeing the real me, so they know that I'm not catfishing out here and shit.
Right.
And then I submit it, and then depending on if that director, producer, whoever is in charge of that set likes it, then they reach out to me. Once I get booked, obviously this is where negotiation of pay comes into play. Normally the agency will send out the pay rate prior, and it's up to me if I decide to accept the pay rate or not. If I do accept the pay rate, I do the job, whether it's going to be an 8 to 12 hour shift on set, because honestly you will probably spend 12 hours on set, and I have done that. And I even spent 24 hours on set before when I did my Sprouts commercial for the grocery store Sprouts. But after that, it does take a little bit to get paid. It can be between 30 to 60 days depending on the agency and depending on the company, because sometimes the company takes a while to send the money to that agency. The agency takes their cut normally can be between 10 to 20%. After removing their 10 to 20%, then they send you the check of what you would get paid.
Okay.
Now, there are times that I'm able to book a job myself. If I'm able to book the job myself without an agency, then there's no cut that's being taken out. That full money is me, besides obviously taxes.
Same amount of time.
And it's pretty much the same amount of time depending on the actual company itself. It could take 30 to 60 days,
Yeah.
or it could take a little bit more, where they send you a check. Sometime if they'll tell you heads up, hey, we're paying you on deck. So meaning that they'll pay you right after the job is done. They'll pay you cash,
Right.
or they'll Zelle you. But it's just,
That's a lot of
it's
lower.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The lower agency.
Yeah,
right?
like the gig that I just did recently, which was a film. Once again, I can't really mention it yet, but that film, I know it's a big production company. So that production company, since I booked it through the agency, will send the check to the agency. Agency takes their cut, and that the remaining money will be
I
sent
mean, you
to
could
me
tell them
via
what
check.
you could tell them what the gig was based on. I mean,
It was based off of a quick, I would say, autobiography of Kodak Black. I'll say Kodak Black because it's about Kodak Black.
Okay.
Right.
But I can't necessarily mention the actor that was
the
in
actor that was on scene.
That I got a chance to actually personally, face to face, I got to act with him, and it was just such a privilege, and the amazing feedback that I got. Like, and I remember the director saying, "Damn, you both are I got some amazing actors on set," and it felt good to be compared to such an amazing yet again actor. But yeah, it was pretty much an autobiography on Kodak Black, and there's a couple of
I mean, we
people.
thought initially it was a music video.
Yeah, that's what I was told, because we're on vacation when I got booked for this
Right,
shit.
and it turned out to be actual video, like a autobiography. It was a whole movie type thing.
And it was in my hood. It was in Little Haiti, which it
Even
was
better.
the most. It was the most
certainly.
comfortable set I ever been on. Why? Because I got to kind of play
That's
my
where
mother.
Kodak's from.
Yeah, I got to play my mother, Little Haiti. I got to speak my language, which is Creole. So it was just
It
me.
was it was
It was
the
amazing.
oldest that she had to play because she was playing a mother.
Yeah, I was playing a mother, and obviously I don't look like a mother. I
That's
don't look like
hilarious.
nobody.
Yeah, but I'm saying all the
I look
mothers-
like a
but all
dog
the mothers,
mother.
all the mothers today are now like what
Yeah,
you look
but
like
no, but,
young.
let me tell you,
it
she
ain't.
got
It
on-
ain't
But a Haitian mother, we kind of age a little different. I'm sorry.
Yo, she got
We
on
age a
set.
little different.
She
You
got
feel
on
me?
set and they were like, "All right, we're gonna send you to the makeup artist. We gotta make you look older."
Wow.
And mind you,
so they made it look. Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
Desiree?
They gave her gray hairs and
Desiree
everything.
up in the,
bro.
online.
hey baby, that's my baby.
What we got?
I
What we got?
freaking love this
Yeah.
girl.
We got
Nonetheless,
Desiree.
we got everybody. but no,
but you won't see everybody.
Yeah,
You
I don't
will
see
them
everybody.
afterwards.
Yeah.
but yeah,
'cause I got some certain people. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
they made me look old. And I'm surprised
Older,
they even.
older.
I'm surprised they even booked me for. Not saying I'm surprised because I mean my talents speak for itself, but if you're looking for a 40-year-old, I would think they would legit book someone that was 40-year-old.
40.
But
Yeah.
I literally had to send out a video of me speaking Creole, of me just acting, and then
Yo, but I
the
gotta see
director
a
was like,
snapshot. I gotta see a little peep at after this or
right?
something.
Yeah.
No?
"Okay, you'll see
Don't
a
sit
peek."
here-
Yeah. You'll definitely see a peek
Yeah,
of
like-
that actor that I got a chance to be on set with, which is amazing.
All right, just do it near one of the cameras when you don't know.
Nah,
I just playing.
I done
Stupid.
sign a non-disclosure. We out here.
I'm just
You don't
playing. I'm
wanna
just
ruin
playing.
that, bro.
What's
You
up,
don't wanna ruin
Davion?
that.
Good looking out. HOB.
That's crazy, man.
Well, wow, bro,
I wanted to so going into like a different direction, right? What would you say for any young female, you feel me, that's starting off or
Oh my goodness.
that's going in that wants to start in this industry? Because I'm in the fitness
Don't.
industry for real. Like I know a lot of females that want to be a model. I know a lot of females that have the potential to be one, but they
They're
just
setting themselves up, bro.
my point. So I wanted to ask, what would you say? Like, what would you give to these females, or what would you say, or tell them on if they wanted to go? Like, what would you say to them? What kind of advice would you give to them
Well,
if
first
they
thing-
wanted to go off and start into this industry? They want to branch off into this industry, and even when it goes to acting, to even something as small as like music videos, acting, modeling, you know. If they wanted to go into those type of industries, what advice would you give them?
There's a few advice I would give them. First things first is you got to truly know that you want to be in this industry. A lot of people get in this industry because they just want the attention. You got to know that this is what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Mind you, when you guys asked me the question on why I got into it, I honestly couldn't answer it because I don't know why I got into it. But as soon as I did that first photo shoot, that was it for me.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that camera. I don't care if the photographer, nobody's in that room. It's just me and that camera. I'm making love to that camera, and that was it for me. So.
Yeah.
First and foremost, you got to have a passion for it. Second thing is
I
not
wish
giving
that All
up.
models were like that, bro. Let me tell you.
Second
Right.
thing is not giving up.
Yeah.
You know how many times I done literally tried to give up
Right.
because of people telling me reciting Bible verses, telling me your body is a temple. You shouldn't be showing off your body, or you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, or you're never gonna make it. You're too black, you're too short, or your hair, or you're this, you're too skinny. It's just blocking out the outside noise and knowing if this is meant for you and this is what you truly want, you're gonna go after it. And then on top of that, just finding different avenues.
Yeah.
You feel me? If one door closes, find a different avenue. Like in this industry, 16 and a half years in this industry, I've been told no. Jesus Christ. It's to the point that, and it's sad to say, I kind of, and it's not something I would tell models. I kind of go into it saying that I may not get booked, but I end up getting booked for it anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just going into it with a positive mindset. Manifest it.
I like that.
Having different avenues. You may not want to do runway, but maybe you can do print. Maybe if you can't do print, maybe you can do runway. Or if you can't do runway, maybe you can do music videos.
Be
Start off
persistent.
small.
Be persistent though.
And another thing is, and this is something that I had to learn, is not turning down small jobs. I had to learn this, and I even had to learn this now, 16
Yeah.
years in. I'm not saying not know your worth and not know that, hey, I'm not gonna do this $30 gig. I get it, you know your worth. But at the end of the day, you don't know if that gig that you're saying no to, you would have been on set and that director would have looked at you and be like, you know what? I'm gonna upgrade you to a lead.
That's right.
Wow.
That's
You
right.
don't know. And I
It'd be
made
the cheat ones.
Wow.
It'd
and
be
I
the cheat
made
ones.
and don't get me wrong, and even now in 16 and a half years, and I've done that mistake now.
Yeah.
Where I've literally had to turn down gigs because either I couldn't get there, or maybe I looked at it and be like, this ain't enough.
You
And I get
overlooked
it.
it. You
And it's not saying it's a wrong thing, because if you're an adult and you're paying bills, that little $30 may not be enough. I get it. But at the end of the day, you just never know what can happen. And the reason why I say this is using this prior gig that I got booked for as an example.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, and Lord have mercy, I hope they're not listening. My coworkers, my $1 trillion company's not listening, but I had to work that day.
No.
So I had to decide work or this gig. I'm gonna keep it real. It was this gig, and it was the best thing I ever done.
Look at that. See?
Wow.
Cause that gig, I didn't realize that actor was gonna be on set, and that actor took my contact down,
That's crazy.
started following me on Instagram, and who knows what could turn out for me in the future.
Yeah.
That's right.
So my advice to models is, yeah, you might be like, $30 ain't stuff, and somebody outside telling you, $30 ain't nothing. You should know. You just never know. With your skill, with your talent, with your look, you get on set and you fucking kill that shit. That director's gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna bump her up to fucking lead, and we're gonna pay her that lead money. You just don't fucking know.
Yep.
So turning down every $30 gig and fucking yourself over and waiting for $1,000 gig that you may honestly not get, you got to work your way up. You can't start from high expectations that you're gonna be like, I'm gonna be making $1,000.
Nah.
No, you gotta humble yourself
It's like climbing
real
the ladder,
quick.
bro. You're not going to
Correct.
be doing these. You're gonna
Correct.
It's like the same thing what we doing.
You gotta humble yourself
That's giving
real quick.
advice to
Yeah.
up and coming.
That's right. It's the same thing. I done got so many good podcasters that's successful right now. They sit there and tell me you only need that one. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Correct.
You're gonna have 100 views. You're gonna have 5 views. You're gonna have 60 views. You're gonna have 1,000 views. But it only takes that one podcast
That one
that's gonna
episode,
blow you up.
That one that you said, you know what? I think I'm just gonna pass on it. You passed on it. And now one person I decided to take that little $200 that your ass ain't take. Guess what?
They made something out of
They
it.
verified. They out here booking better jobs than you because your ass decided, you know what? I'm going to listen to outside noise.
That's right.
So my thing is not listening to outside noise. If that's what you truly want, you need to go for that shit. Fuck that. Fuck all that outside noise and do you.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
And going back to when you said that when you walked into this industry, you had a lot of no's. You feel me? And there's a saying that somebody told me is like, sometimes no can be the best yes.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
The noise ain't gonna stop. The noise ain't gonna stop.
It's not. And I had a question for you, being a man, and not only a man, but a husband to her, someone who supports her all the way. What advice would you give men that are looking to do what you do, and maybe have a wife or even a really, really close friend that does the same thing that she does, which is the modeling and branching off into these different industries?
I mean, it's complicated because if you're getting into a relationship with a model, then you can't go in there thinking that you're gonna change a woman.
All right.
You can't go in there thinking, all right, I'm in the house now. My rules, my game, whatever you was doing before, ain't gonna happen anymore. That's just, you're thinking like a child.
All right.
If you're with a woman right now that wants to get into the industry, it's definitely a sit down, bro. Like, it's something that I didn't experience because I got with a woman that was already in the industry.
Yeah.
And I had to discover she was in the industry by a Google search.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Oh shit!
I told you I didn't tell him. Yeah.
Yo, hold on.
Damn,
Google. What you Google?
Google
Yo, I got to find black women. Hold up, let me
Because
Google.
he decided to Google me.
You know,
I didn't tell him
like
anything.
I'm saying, like how did that go?
Y'all know.
Google every girl.
Y'all know just as family, bro. Y'all know just as family. I've been around the spectrum. I dated all types. It didn't matter what ethnicity, what background, Asian, Black, Jamaican, didn't matter. But for this one, I was like, there's after a few dates, I realized it was an onion. You know what I mean? It was a lot of layers that I wasn't getting through. And she was
Yo, when you say onion though, like explain that a little more. Just go ahead.
onion ain't the
Layers,
smell.
man.
Hey, onion ain't the smell.
People
There's a lot of
people
peel back.
seeing like yo, the
Stupid.
last one was an onion.
It
It just,
It's like yo,
it just meant that I was difficult, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very hard
Well,
to read.
there
And to
wasn't a
this
lot
day,
of-
I'm very hard to read.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
wasn't a lot
okay,
of.
that's what it. Okay, I'm just saying these new
Right,
words
right.
now. It's like yo, it's crazy.
So
But go
like a
ahead.
lot of
You're
layers.
right.
that
You're
you
right.
had
There
to
was a
fill
lot
out.
of layers. There was a lot of layers, and I realized that she was hesitant to come forth with a lot of the reality, a lot of the truth.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, fair enough. We were still young. You know what I mean? Like, she was still in a position where she was trying to still be that impressive, innocent woman that, you know, got my attention in the first place. And I had to do some research. It was that Puerto Rican side. I was trying to find something. My advice.
So he laughing because he knows.
My advice is that
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
That's
and that was
fucking
just for every Puerto Rican out there,
Screaming,
Including me.
including you.
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you right now. And
Hold on, go ahead, go for it. Say
This
it.
is something that's never failed. All right, I'm gonna tell you straight up. If you look, you will find. Even if there's nothing to find. Now let me tell you, doesn't matter what you listen. If you're that insecure, where you have to start looking and looking and looking, I promise you, you're gonna find something. You're gonna find something that just doesn't jive right with you, and that's good enough. You're gonna justify your searching, because it's just a mentality.
And
You know, you're in a relationship, and even if it's the most faithful girl you've ever been with in your life, something just takes you to another level where you got to think about something and you got to search for something. You got to search to her phone. You search to her phone and you find that she's saying, "Hey, papi, to Javier."
Yeah.
You don't know Javier's gay. You don't know he's gay, but you know what? That's the motherfucker she's fucking. She's fucking him because she said baby. She called him baby, and that's it. If you look, you will find. It doesn't matter if there's nothing to find. You're gonna find. So for me, it was a fresh relationship. I didn't know who she knew. She didn't know who I knew. So I had a Google search. Because Google's the only one that knows, you know.
Dang.
So when I Google search Monalisa with her last name, shit, I mean, MySpace had a lot to say because MySpace was the shit back then.
MySpace was it. What's
know.
going on?
Damn.
What was Facebook back? Nah, it wasn't Facebook. It was MySpace, and MySpace had
Jenny?
a lot to say about her. And I was like, oh shit, there's no way this is her, but it was her. It was her, and it was a lot of lingerie. It was a lot of swimwear, a lot of stuff that I wasn't expecting. So at that point, it was time for me to make a decision. But it wasn't just me, man.
No, you didn't ask her though. Like you're like, yo, man. That's
Oh,
a
no,
lot
I
of stuff.
confronted
Are
her.
you selling this stuff?
No,
like,
no,
what's
no.
good?
Of course, you're gonna
I
confront it.
confronted her.
Yeah, like
I confronted her, but at the same time, what I did, well, we were a brand new relationship. So, you know, she didn't know I had kids. So I had to put that on the table.
Wow.
And for a woman that doesn't have any kids of her own and, you know, she's younger than me and she got everything going for herself, that was not easy either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's put everything on the table.
Yeah.
Hey, I got kids. Let's put your stuff on the table. This is what I found. Shit.
I'm a
Yeah.
model.
You know what I mean?
I'm a
Yeah.
model.
What the fuck?
yeah, like what the fuck?
But
What just happened?
forget my kids. Look at this.
What's this?
What's this?
Google doesn't have my kids on here.
So
Damn.
fuck?
there was some talking. Now, mind you, this was one of those situations where you had to make a decision. It's like she can't take back everything she did.
No.
Even if you decided to say, hey, you know what, no more modeling for you for the rest of your life. Okay. She decided to say, okay, they're there forever.
Nah, you can't. Especially if
They're
it's
there
on the
forever.
internet, bro. You
Yeah,
can't
Google-
take that off.
yeah. Once you put something on social
It's
media,
on there.
bro,
It's
somebody,
on there, bro.
somebody,
Let me tell you
you could
something.
delete it from you, but somebody else has it, and then somebody
Exactly.
Tell
else.
you something.
That's
Not to
the
motivate
decision.
anybody on the podcast to look up Mona Lisa.
They need to. Bye.
The model. But if you look up model Mona Lisa,
Yeah.
you gonna find shit from back in like 2008, 9.
Some back in the day shit.
From
yeah.
back in the, I mean, two back in the day.
That shit stays.
No matter what
stays in the internet, boy.
So it was a decision. I could have left it right there. I was like, all right, cool. You know, we barely a year in. We're good. We can do this.
You stuck. Yeah, you stuck with it.
But that's why I said it took a lot of growing up as a man, especially it's not just as a man. It's a Puerto Rican man. Like, y'all don't understand. These Puerto Ricans are very insecure.
Yeah, you telling me?
Yeah.
You telling me?
It's us. We're very insecure. We're very unsure. And no matter how good we look and how many bitches we pull, it doesn't matter.
It's always some.
It's always that. I think because of that, because
Is it
of how
really a
confident.
Puerto Rican thing?
I think because of how. No, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of cultures, but
Screaming.
big on Puerto Ricans, and I'm gonna tell you right now because I'm Puerto Rican. My family's Puerto Rican. I know Puerto Rican men.
Yeah,
And Puerto Rican men are like that. They're very insecure. They're very possessive.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna.
He got it on the spot, bro.
I'm not gonna
Like,
talk
you're not lying.
shit because Puerto Rican men are also, very protective, and they're probably they're probably the man you want to be with if you're trying to feel safe, because they're gonna make you feel safe
Oh yeah.
forever. They're gonna make you feel safe. They're gonna throw their lives out there for you. They're gonna fight anybody for you, no matter how big they are.
Absolutely.
You want a dangerous man, bro. We'll get that.
But
You just gotta know how to manage it.
But the thing is that I think a woman is willing to date the dorkiest, pussiest guy if he's willing to respect her ideals. So, all that to say,
you got that right.
all that to say is, no matter how macho you are, no matter how protective you are,
No.
if you're possessive to a woman that wants to harness her own power, to her own independence,
No.
you're setting yourself up for failure. You gotta let go of one of them.
Amen.
So
Yeah.
if you
Just
let go,
reset Google. Here I come.
I'm saying, if you let go of that possessiveness and trying to, all right, now that I'm with this woman, I'm gonna go ahead and change everything about her that I don't like, which is everything
No.
except her looks, because that's a bad bitch. I'm gonna hit it any day, just like every other man wants to hit it every day. But you know what? Now I'm gonna change how she dresses. I'm gonna change who she talks to. I'm gonna change what she does because I'm Puerto Rican and I'm
That's
the
a
fucking man.
narcissistic.
No, you're trying to change her.
No, but the thing is that we don't realize we do it.
Yeah.
We don't realize we do it,
All right.
and
You get
I
blinded
mean,
by it.
and that's okay. I'm all right with the Boricua Papi Chulos doing that, because it just leaves more ladies for us.
That's right.
But
Emotional control, bro.
and I'm not saying it takes a
Intelligent.
bigger man.
wiser.
I think it takes some growing up
Yeah.
from any man to bring themselves to the point where you can, like right now, me and her travel all the time, right?
Yeah.
We just went to Mexico. We went to Tulum. When I'm chilling,
Where the hell is that at?
Tulum is
It sounds like a temple, right? They went to.
That's not where they were kidnapping
temples.
people
Close.
and shit, right?
Screaming.
close.
Okay.
Tulum is
Okay.
more the adult part of Mexico, Cancun area.
Oh, okay.
So it's about an hour and a half,
I heard
2
about
hours
Cancun.
from Cancun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's south, and the Mayan ruins, where you sacrifice your people. Anyway, there's a
Wow, he went
yeah.
deep into that.
Yeah,
No,
and
it
he just
get-
looked at me like he sacrificed me. Played yourself.
they try to get me to sacrifice her to walk
Oh, for
away.
real?
Yeah, to walk away with extra girlfriends. Anyway,
Extra
Daddy.
girl.
I swear to God, bro. I swear. I was trying to book an excursion for us, and the dude's like, listen, just sacrifice your wife, and you'll walk away with multiple girlfriends and this and that. And I'm like, tell me more. Now,
Tell me more.
I didn't say it like that. I said it in español. I was like, yeah, mira. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
So I paid for the excursion. I paid for the. I didn't sacrifice her. Obviously, she's still here with me.
Wow.
But yeah, no. So when we're out, and we've been out to Aruba, Curacao, St. John's, St. Kitts, St. Martin, whatever. I could mention a dozen places, bro. We've been everywhere.
You been to PR?
Yeah,
Yes,
bro.
we have.
Yeah. But see, the
I
thing
would
is,
hope it's like.
oh yeah, all the time. We've been there multiple times. But
Okay.
anyway, it doesn't
Not
matter.
by ourselves though.
No.
Oh,
but
family and stuff.
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. We go to these places, whether it's a cruise line or anywhere else. Wifey wears swimsuits from our designers. The designers in Miami, 98.9% of them produce thong or G-string or micro bikinis. This is what they produce. Very sexy swimwear.
Oh yeah, very eye-catching shit.
Eye-catching.
Eye-catching shit.
You're showing more skin than anything. So
yeah, shit that'll get you smacked when you're like,
that's right.
Well, that's the point.
oh, I broke my neck.
It
Be
can
like,
get
oh,
That's the point, though. That's
oh, I got caught.
It can get a
Damn.
married one. It could get a married man divorced. So this is what she wears. So I mean, when I'm out with her at one of these exotic places, she knows. I think what brings her confidence is that she knows I'm not gonna let nothing happen to her. She knows that she's protected because she got that Puerto Rican, man.
Even though internally that little girl in me is like, ooh, I don't feel. And I respect my man for saying that, and I do feel safe. But at the end of the day, sometimes I feel like I don't want that attention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And you would think I'm a model, right? I'm gonna get that attention. But there's days I don't want to. I just want to be Mona
Facts.
Lisa. I know what Mona Lisa is, and he knows that. Mona Lisa is at home with her glasses. Her hair looks like shit. I have on fucking dookie panties because I'm probably on my fucking period.
No,
And
usually
with
board shorts
fucking,
or thongs.
that's what she
if
mean.
I'm not on my
lying.
period. No,
Yeah.
if I'm not on my period.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to be fucking bothered. You get me? So when I'm out, yeah, I get it. I have to fucking promote these brands because this is what I chose to do with my
Right.
life.
No.
But there's days where it's like I want to wake up and I want us to just enjoy the fucking island. Like I don't want that fucking attention. And guess what? The island that we decided to go to, which is Tulum, was full of fucking white people, and they were old as fuck, and they
Oh
were
my God, yo,
judgmental,
she's so right.
and the fucking
She's so
eyes
right.
that were on
was-
me. And guess what? It
was
didn't feel confident. It felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was annoying.
It felt uncomfortable because you got white people staring at me. You just got, and then they don't stare at you with like, oh my God, she's so. No, they stare at you with anger because their
No, they're
fucking
not.
old ass husband who's retired and should be paying my bills.
They're breaking his
At
neck.
the end of the day, breaking his motherfucking neck because he never seen a black.
Okay. Aside from that.
Yeah.
Aside
Sorry, I got
from
a little
that,
too.
Damn.
She's getting.
Yo, this shit got deep.
Nah, she's getting too deep.
How you
Yo,
really feel?
She's
I'm
getting
feeling
too
this shit. This shit got deep.
She's getting too deep. We stood at a resort that was an all-adult resort, and out of the 4 resorts that this place housed, we were allowed to visit all the rest of the resorts. The reason that we had this experience is because the all-adult resort that we went to was full of old fucking people from Canada.
You didn't read the fine print.
Bruh, these people, they weren't about, they didn't understand. So it was like, when we went to the other resorts, we had a better time. We were like, all right, this is where we belong. So, all right, aside from that, if I'm chilling on a recliner by the poolside, I gotta understand that if I tell my woman, all right, we ran out of drinks and I've been going up all this time, I need you to get us some drinks. She's gonna go to the bar, and I'd be stupid if I don't think that a man's gonna approach her. And she gets approached almost all the time, almost guaranteed. I know that if she goes to the bar to get us some drinks, she's gonna get approached.
Yeah.
But again, it took a lot of growing up to realize that I'm dating a woman, not a girl. I'm dating a woman. She could handle other men. And if she can't handle other men, bruh, I should not be with her. I shouldn't be with her because how am I going to keep up with that, bro? I have to watch every move.
No, you should not do that.
No. She could handle herself.
had
So
a shot.
I ain't going to jump up because some other dude's talking to her. No, all right, go ahead. I'm going to watch. As long as homeboy keeps his hands to himself, he doesn't disrespect.
And then he pays for our drinks.
For
Sorry.
free.
Like,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
Yo,
She loves
That-
yo, back then I was
I'm
like,
dead.
yo,
I'm
he's a cool, yo, he's a cool
hold
dude.
on.
Hey, come here real quick.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want to pay for these drinks?
No,
Go
hold
pay
on.
for me and mine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, once the dude starts paying for drinks, he's a friend. He's a friend.
You're
ain't gonna get shit.
Hey, yo, he's
But he know he a
he's
friend.
definitely a friend. Yo, hey, yo, give him the fucking tip
Yeah.
money too.
Yeah.
While you at it, yo. And then what we're gonna do after everything, be like, yo, good, nice meeting you. Let's get the
Yeah,
fuck away from
have
this
for
nigga.
real.
He had to be.
And don't get me wrong, we had that situation before where it's like, all right, well, I got a man, and But you want to sit here and buy a drink? All right. Well, can you buy two?
I'm
Can
not
I
mad
get
at
this
you.
whiskey right here that he
no,
wanted?
but it's funny. It's funny. It's that awkward. It's that awkward feeling because then when I show up and I'm like, oh, hey, guess what? I'm her husband, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna buy you a drink too. It's like, all right then,
Let's go.
you can stay around here. Go ahead, keep talking to her.
Big shout out to Heck up in the house.
absolutely.
Leon, you already know my boy Gio up in the house.
And my Jezri.
yeah.
I have to say
Jezri,
Jezri,
Jenny.
my wife.
All the fam.
Y'all
all the
already know
fam.
what time it
She's
is, but
taking my heart. I love
yeah,
her,
yeah.
girl.
Look
And
at-
Jenny.
They're already
Jenny
going.
with
Look,
my
they're already
baby.
going on Google.
Yeah,
Jenny and my baby girl. that
She
she's
responded.
carrying
She
right now.
responded about her
My
Puerto
baby.
Rican husband. Yeah,
Yeah, that her husband doesn't
understands.
want her to talk to Jerry Rivera.
Ja-
What?
I love
Get out of here.
I don't
Get
blame
outta
him.
here.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I love them.
Yeah. Oh wait.
babies.
Oh wait. That's what it could put. How many concerts she don't went to though, bro?
Doesn't matter.
No, it
That's
doesn't
not the
matter.
point.
It's just
She loved that man. That's it. That's
course,
it. It's
that's it.
like yo, look,
That's it.
ain't nobody gonna stop me from seeing Jennifer Lopez. I love her.
Ain't nobody gonna say Beyonce.
I told my wife. I said,
Beyonce?
yo, if when it comes to her,
She bad. She bad. She
no, I don't. For older who Beyonce.
I love Beyonce. Beyonce or Lil Wayne. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from seeing either one of
You
them.
don't like
Lil
Tiana
Wayne?
Taylor? Like Tiana
No,
Taylor?
no.
don't say
Beyonce.
don't say Lil Wayne like that, bro.
What you mean though? I gotta
No, but-
say Lil Wayne like
But
that.
why'd you push yourself back and say Lil Wayne?
Yo,
What are you
like
talking
Lil
about?
Wayne.
you.
I grew up to Hot Boys.
No, I'm down with that.
Okay,
I-
And
I-
Hot Boys, out of
what's
Hot
wrong-
Boys, I
what's
knew
wrong
Lil
with
Wayne
that?
was
But
just
what's
that,
wrong
that
with
guy.
that? But
what's
So we're
wrong
not
with
gonna-
Lil Wayne?
You know what? Let's get back on track because now you get mad just like I got mad with
Hold on,
man
hold
wearing
on,
the
man. But
Lakers
you said
jacket.
Lil Wayne though.
Bro, hey, you know
What's wrong with Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne is the GOAT.
All right. Now, if you're talking about
Is he
industry
not?
wise,
He is one of the GOATs. I'm not saying he's the GOAT. He is one of the
okay,
GOATs.
you're talking
He's
about
in the
industry wise.
lineup of
Okay,
GOATs.
but that's an ugly ass motherfucker though.
That's an ugly ass jacket too.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
And
bro,
that's
this
what-
jacket.
Hey,
I bet you if Lil Wayne was working this jacket,
No,
you
he
wouldn't say that.
wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
Hey,
Play-
bro, I'll find a video right now where he wearing
No,
this
he ain't
jacket,
wearing
bro.
that
Well, she
shit.
said
He
he's
don't
a
even-
goat, so he wouldn't wear that.
Exactly. Thank you.
Say that,
Ghosts
bruh.
don't wear shit.
But he used to be a
Jay
goat.
Z don't wear that shit.
Yo,
Hey, but
you
LeBron
heard?
though.
He
LeBron
used to be.
wearing
He
it.
used to be. He used to be.
LeBron be wearing a jersey.
still is
If
Well,
that-
mean,
Because he kind of slowed down on that shit.
Well,
Yeah, because
let's-
he
Oh.
doesn't need
Go
to
ahead.
prove himself
Yeah,
anymore.
like
Who?
He doesn't. Lil Wayne doesn't need to prove himself anymore. at
Lil
this
Wayne is
point.
old now, bro.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
I
he
said.
doesn't
That's
need-
why I say he don't need
Like,
to. he
Yeah,
don't need
he's
to-
old, but
not
guess
there no
what?
more.
He doesn't need to.
He
prove
won't do a
himself
hot boy
anymore.
I'm not-
move at all.
I'm not
And then
I'm not
trust
gonna
me,
lie,
he'll
bro.
charge your arm and a leg for him to be for you to be on his feature.
On a feature.
And
yeah.
your
all right.
ratings, your ratings will go up because you got
would.
Lil Wayne on that
It
shit.
would. It would.
He old.
right?
All
Yeah,
you-
he old, but he don't need to prove
Oh,
himself.
you, look,
He already
if
done it.
no beef with Lil Wayne. All jokes
Hypothetically
aside,
speaking.
but yes, ratings go up if I punch him in the
Hypothetically
face too.
speaking, no, man.
If somebody cast that, I don't care. Like I'm serious. Like,
Hypothetically
Go ahead,
speaking,
go ahead.
bro.
punch that nigga in the face. If your ratings will go up
Nah,
too.
don't say that.
If Lil Wayne, let's say hypothetically speaking,
But there's no beef
Had
with
a
Lil Wayne.
music
I like
video.
Lil Wayne though.
Has a
But
music
I'm just
video.
Which I've been in his music videos before.
Yes,
been in
yes.
music videos before?
Yeah,
Yep,
I have.
yep.
All right, never
I got to meet
mind.
this man.
Oh, yeah.
I got to meet this man way before I was with this man,
Let's
of course.
talk
But
about
I
all
got to
the,
meet
let's
this
talk
man.
about all the music videos you've been in.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Why we?
No, let's go. Let's talk.
No,
about
wait, no.
Come on,
The
that's the
headset.
point.
You sound like you're stupid, but you
Sean,
good.
hey, Sean Kingston.
Let's get it.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
your way to you.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Sound like that? No, it wasn't
Tell
that
her.
one.
It
It,
was-
Shout out Lewis.
wasn't that one. Yeah,
Lord.
I did
But what-
Sean Kingston. I did Ace Hood.
Wyclef?
With T-Pain. I did Wyclef. I did Lil Wayne. I've done Nicki Minaj.
Oh God.
There you go. She's giving it. She's giving it, guys. She's giving it.
Yeah.
So then y'all know Raw
I've done a
Dog.
lot more. I've done local artists, of course, which I
you done any
became
new
they
artists?
lead
No, he said-
girls.
He said what?
Oh, somebody said fuck Jerry. Jenny. I'm sorry. It wasn't.
What TV shows you been on? Let's talk about
TV
the
shows.
Glades.
I've done The Glades. I've done South Beach Tow. I've done this new movie which I can't mention. I've done Sprouts commercial, which is Sprouts. I know you guys do grocery shopping at the Sprouts.
Yeah.
I've never been there before.
It's amazing.
I'm saying, so you
Hey.
did that. You okay? With the,
Why
talking
Hector
about those
Jr.
videos.
putting
Talking
a
about
goat-
those
you
videos.
putting a goat on. I love him.
Yo,
I love that guy.
He's showing. He's a goat.
I've
He's
done
showing
videos.
the
With,
goat.
I also done Akon as well. I've done.
Akon. Yeah, Akon.
Nice.
Akon's a goat. I ain't gonna lie. He good, bro.
Yeah.
He got a couple.
Okay, so
he's not that.
Maybe I'm getting a little too fucking old. What's this goat shit though?
What are you talking about?
Greatest of all
Greatest
time.
of all time.
Greatest of all
That's
time.
so. Okay,
I've
okay.
done.
G-O-A-
So that's,
08.
so that's what they say. That's
Greatest
the way
of
they
all
say.
time.
it. Greatest,
Yeah.
greatest of all time. Okay, all right. I see. So it's pretty much just saying the fucking word instead of just saying the letters.
Correct.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Instead of saying the whole thing,
It's a new
greatest
generation.
of all
Yeah.
time.
Bro, I'm
We-
getting old, bro.
we old as
I need,
shit.
I need to fucking start doing my Google
Phenomenal.
search.
Goat.
Okay.
No, that's not a Google search. What you talking about?
No, I'm saying like
All
I
right,
need to start doing my thing.
Let's ask the youngest cat.
What's up?
So, in your generation,
Oh crap.
how do you see a woman 35 in this industry? Because there's a lot more than just one. There's a lot more than just her. There's,
Right.
you know, how do you see it? Like, how, I mean,
What do you mean?
what's your view on a woman like this? Because I know you're dealing with a lot of. I seen your lady.
I haven't seen your lady.
Well,
I don't know. I wanna
she
see
might
this
be your
lady.
lady. I don't know. She's a lady.
You told me when I was in
And-
here?
Yeah, and I mean, you got taste. But what I'm saying is,
Was that lady? Lady?
older or younger? What do you prefer?
It's something like friends with.
Oh, you
She's not
you
on
mean
this,
a-
right?
You mean a sneaky link?
She's
I'm
not-
I
sorry.
can't
Let me-
post
let
it
me
on
stop.
IG. We're
She's
not
not on
posting
this.
this on
Okay.
IG.
We're not posting
All
this.
right.
All right, but
We're
it's
not
sneaky
posting
link.
this.
Okay, thank you.
That's a
Bye.
decision, bro.
You
That's
better
a
not
decision.
follow you. Tell Desi don't
This is
post
the
this.
But ain't that wrong?
Well, you know this goes on IG too, though.
Yeah, but she don't follow you. Thank God.
All right.
All right. Anyways, bye.
She
Anyway,
follows
It's
Desi
a
though.
sneak-
anyway, she's a friend.
I'm screaming.
So how do you see?
Oh, it sounds like you're screaming,
What
but you
would you?
ain't. You
What
good.
would you? What's your
the headset.
preference? What's your preference?
What's my preference?
Yeah, older, younger,
Older.
same,
Older. In this generation, older.
Okay.
They like, bro. I had way better experience with just older women.
You
Okay.
like
A
a sugar mama?
But
do you
not
think-
like sugar mama, like more like just like mentality, like experience wise.
I mean, do you think it's because of your experiences?
My experiences are a little bit different.
Okay.
Well, kind of depending on their background and what they went through. The one I'm currently talking to now, she's been through like a lot of stuff, a lot of trials and tribulations, similar to what my mom been through.
Okay.
So a lot
gosh,
of
okay.
so a lot of stuff I can't relate to her.
Okay.
You know, I grew up in an amazing home. I grew up with two loving parents.
Right.
I grew up in a very nice house. You feel me? I grew up in a good area in my life where I didn't have to struggle too much,
Right.
especially in this day and age. You know, so but the thing is that I've also been through a lot of things, more like self-infliction.
Okay.
So that's my demon. You know, I put
You
myself.
ever been in love?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his name?
What?
What?
You said what was his name?
Screaming.
You said what was his name?
I hate his.
Did I say that? I
hate
said
his-
what was their name? Sorry.
What? I
He tripping.
hate his.
Their name?
What was their
This is
name?
weird.
Her name? Do I gotta say it?
Her name. No,
You don't gotta-
have
you
to
don't
mention
gotta-
it.
you don't
You have
gotta
to mention
no
it.
name.
You have to
Don't
mention
don't
it.
do that.
Where was she
I don't
from?
wanna
Where was she
say
from?
her
She
name.
Puerto Rican, black, Chinese?
She was a black and Native American.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
I understand.
That's that. Yeah, that was. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that's. I like black women.
Okay.
You feel me? I like
Ew.
women that are like a lot more dark in tone.
Okay.
That's my preference. If you ask me,
I can't
you know?
relate.
You can't relate.
Nah.
I was gonna say
You
you
stupid.
Okay, so what happened? She died or something?
Nah, bro, it was toxic. It was
Toxic, okay.
toxic,
Yeah,
bro.
I get
It was
it.
bad, bro.
Oh
I get
yeah,
it.
those.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's toxic. Like, it
I mean,
was
we're not
really
toxic,
bad.
but we're not.
Nah, not at all.
sometimes-
It was kind of just the person that she was. Not only at the time we were 18, bro.
Oh, so do you think it's about sometimes meeting the right person at the wrong time?
I would say, yeah.
I'm screaming.
Well, at that point in time, I don't think I was the right person
no.
at all. Nah. And I think it was
But at that time,
it was such a.
What
it
if
was-
you
it
would
was
have
a
met her
good time
later
for me.
on or whatever?
It would have been worse.
Okay.
If I would have met her here, I would have been in jail.
Oh,
I'm screaming. Okay.
Okay.
I swear to God, I would have been in jail if I was out here. I thank God I was in the military at the time.
Damn.
You feel me?
That was an experience. Oh, my
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. But you could meet the right person when you're at your worst.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
in a
I
real
agree
bad
with that.
time in your life. You
Yeah, I
feel me?
agree.
You can meet him. You can meet him in the storm. You feel me? That's kind of like what's happening now. You feel me? I'm just taking my time, but it's different. It's not a black female. It's not what I prefer. It's someone different, man. I actually like this person for the character she is and the things that she's been through. It reminds me of somebody that I really care about and love. You know?
Okay.
So yeah. I wanted, like, I have a preference, bro, but I don't really go through with that anymore. I try not to look too much at the image.
It's what they
On the
say.
outside.
You go for someone that's just the unexpected.
That's right.
You ever dated a model or?
A model? I've talked to a model. I've talked to several models, but I talked to this one model that she has a lot of potential, you know, for being a model. I met her at Crunch.
Oh.
Very, very, very insecure.
Oh. Okay.
Very narcissistic.
Most models.
She has a lot of narcissistic qualities.
No.
Yeah, but
character
most
trait.
models are very insecure about themselves.
Yeah.
Well, not in a
Prime
way where it's
example,
like, well, okay, I don't want to, kind of like when you constantly ask for validation.
Oh, okay. I got
You feel me? That's
No, I don't do that.
my point. So it's like a different type of insecurity. It's okay to be insecure because it's in a way where it's controlled. This is more like this is not controlled.
I got you.
That wasn't controlled. It was in a way. It was. It was.
Yeah,
very,
that was
very
narcissistic.
unhealthy.
Yeah, that actually, no, it's not insecure. I would remove the insecure word and just use narcissistic.
You just narcissistic, right?
Because if you're constantly looking for validation, and then that's to me that's a tendency of narcissism.
But they're young. We're talking about like 19, 20. You feel me? Year olds.
Right.
That's like that age. Like that was that's how old that model was.
Right.
Or is right now. To this, like she just turned 21. She's young, bro. She really hasn't been through much in life. You feel me? So
You said Armando
doesn't really know much.
Dairy?
Yeah.
What he said?
Yeah.
Didn't you just say that?
Armando came in.
And then he
fuck
said,
Dairy Rivera.
he said what you like is milfs. I'm screaming. What
Me?
was
Who?
this?
Yeah. No. Wait.
Damn.
Damn.
Hey.
Wait. Who said that? Who said that?
Mondo.
Mondo crazy,
This
bro.
is wild.
Yeah.
Mondo wild, dog.
He may
for
be
real.
onto something, but fuck that guy.
He may be. I don't know what he's talking about.
No,
What is
it's
he
not
talking
fuck
about?
him. Mondo's amazing.
Yeah, bro. He's
Don't do
dope.
that.
He's dope. He's
Yeah.
dope.
No, but love, yo, big shout out Mondo out there, man.
Bro.
What you mean an invite? Heck, you win.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, Hector, he's out.
Whenever you want to come on the podcast, you definitely in, bro.
Oh, for sure.
J Kid, remember that? Remember when you used to call yourself J Kid?
Who?
Heck,
Heck Jr.?
yeah.
So, Heck, did you
He's
have
on.
any other?
But he all the way in like Tallahassee, right?
Yeah. Did you have any other
No, he
thoughts
lives
or
in Orlando.
questions?
He got a house in
for us?
Orlando.
who you?
Damn.
Yeah, for
That's what I
both.
heard.
Of course, but I don't know where it's gonna.
No, go ahead. Now we out here. We
Wait, he
decided to
got a
go
preference?
live. We're gonna
Who,
talk
him?
shit.
Yeah, huh?
Hold on. Ain't nobody gonna call in?
No, not.
I mean, let's talk about the dirty.
Oh no, I didn't put the number out there
He
yet.
says talk about the dirty.
I didn't put the number out there
Yeah,
yet.
because I'm like ready. I'm like I'm pressing these buttons. I'm sorry.
She's
I
so
have-
tempted.
I'm a child.
Don't
I'm a
press the
child.
don't,
Don't-
don't press
Hold
the
up,
buttons.
hold up.
I'm a
Don't press
child,
the
don't
red
do that.
buttons.
Just press it. It's not gonna hurt.
I'm a child.
What are you doing?
I like to press
He's
buttons.
pressing the button.
Oh,
No way. Ain't no way.
Damn,
Ain't no
bro.
way.
That was the wrong.
This is why I'm deaf
Well,
now.
obviously. Obviously.
hey, bro.
That's why I'm deaf now.
I'm about to leave, bro. I'm about to leave, bro.
Why we like this? Mm-mm.
Come on,
This
man.
is- this is
I'm taking this off. You're gonna press another button.
This is why I'm deaf now.
That was
And people
stupid,
gotta
bro.
repeat themselves.
I gotta work tomorrow. Now I can't. Nah, I won't be able to hear nobody.
Hey, listen,
Okay.
Well, I hope
listen.
you're
I
an
was making
operator.
sure. I was making sure the buttons work. Damn, Mona, you done jump?
You know that.
My bad, yo. I didn't mean that
Wow.
shit.
Come on, man. You know she from Lower Haiti, bro. She been through some things.
For real.
Oh,
man.
Just triggered a PTSD,
She was
dog.
she was on set one time and they had a shootout. What was
Swear to
that?
God, for real.
Oh, so it was young. Hold on. Let me. Who called? Already somebody calling?
Nah.
Okay, so it's Let me
was
find
somebody.
the video. It was actually a video
This is
that
a
I
music
did
video.
for an artist that was in
it
jail.
came
Who was a
out
big
already.
artist.
Yeah,
It
it
was
came out.
young YG or
Young YG.
YG.
I heard.
He's in
I think I
jail.
know.
Whatever. Whatever.
what?
So YWG or some shit. I'm gonna find it right now. But
It
nonetheless,
sounds familiar though.
so he's in jail and he decided to do a music video and then. Which I'm not gonna lie, the music video kind of pissed me off. Whatever, it
That
came
was
out, and I was still on there. So I was one of the lead girls, and
Yeah.
then we were in the hood, which is fine. Obviously, I'm from the hood. I already know how things work, but we were on a basketball court,
Yeah.
and of course these producers are hella white and shit, and it was starting to rain, so they had the umbrella covering me. We had a whole high school band in the back playing music, so I come out or whatever, and then they have a puppet that is playing the artist, because obviously, like I mentioned to you before, the artist is in jail.
a puppet.
A puppet that looks exactly like him. I'm literally looking for the video right now. And on
Like a clone? You mean
like a clone, puppet that you put your hand and you just have it start talking type shit.
Oh, what the?
Like a ventriloquist, however you call it. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but nonetheless. So I was on set. We're on basketball court, and then we hear gunshots. Now I know what gunshots are, obviously, but I don't say shit. We black. We gonna stand right there and be like,
Nah, like-
nonetheless. So the white people are like, "What does that sound?" So I think it's firecrackers. So then it happened again, the second time, and they start running. Everybody started running, and I'm literally the only one standing in
Just
the
there, like,
rain
what's
while the
happening?
director is holding the umbrella over my head.
Wow.
And then we end
What?
up canceling. We end up canceling the shoot. Well, we end up canceling that portion of the shoot, and then we waited to do the other scene. Oh, by the way, I was on Sean Kingston's music video as well too.
Which
Sean
one?
Kingston with while I'm looking at my sugar, I remember these names. It was Sean Kingston, Tiny, which Tiny is a producer of Bad Bunny, major producer, with Kazu, which is another famous reggaeton artist called Lento. So I was part of that video as well, which I was one of the lead girls, which is a great experience that I got to wear a pink wig.
Yeah.
But yeah, that music video was so this is the artist's name. It was YNW Melly.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah.
So I have the video
That's one
here
of
where
those
I'm
new
getting on the
artists.
best. Yeah, so he's in jail and
Jail at the time.
yeah. So looking at this video, this is the ventriloquist. Look at this. Look at the dummy. Looks exactly like him.
Damn, that's messed up.
Look. Oh, I don't know if everyone can everyone see it.
Yeah, well, let me see. Let me see.
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
see.
But this is
Let
him
me
right
see it.
here.
The
me see
camera's right there.
Yeah. So maybe I'll replay. Hopefully I'll replay. But I was part of one of the leads.
Ventriloquist.
Yeah. So it looked exactly like him. This is me getting on the
He was in
bus.
jail, so he wasn't really there.
He
but-
wasn't really there, but then they still wanted to do music videos because I guess his family was still making money or he was still making money. And it was a dope video shoot at the end, whatever. It was great. But yeah, it did get shot up on scene, and we had to leave that particular spot and go to another spot. Which the other spot was literally across the street from where my mother lived.
up?
That was around Wynwood,
up?
right?
Wynwood,
Not Wynwood. That was the Miami Shores where my mother lived at the time,
Miami Shores.
before she moved to North Miami.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I did that. I did Sean Paul. I did a couple of music
And
videos.
these-
I've
and
been
these
on magazine
videos that-
covers.
The videos that you've been on, you actually got paid, or you was doing it
Oh,
willingly
yeah, no,
to
no.
get
No,
your,
I
get
got
your
hella
brand
paid.
out there?
All
I got paid. I got booked. I got paid. Yeah, there's no
I
way.
mean, like even for the Sprouts commercial, she still gets paid anytime they play it or whatever. Like
She still get
annually,
income
she
like
still
that.
gets
Yeah.
a cut of.
Wow,
Yeah.
bro.
And that Sprout commercial, I'm not gonna lie, that was the most. It was the most professional scene, but I was up for 24 hours. So imagine being up for 24 hours in a grocery store, cold in the produce section,
Oh God.
repeating the same thing, smiling and faking.
Yeah.
Like I was so
You better get
exhausted,
paid
and I
after
had to do
that.
that.
Yeah.
I had to do that for 2 days, and I remember getting home, and he's already at work, and I'm telling him I gotta go to sleep, and I'm like delirious, having to drive from Fort Lauderdale back down
Crazy.
to Homestead.
That's
Delirious.
crazy. Yo,
Like,
the
it
phone
was-
number's up there. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Keep talking.
But yeah, Sprouts commercial is amazing. I still get paid for that to this day because it's a 3-year thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, modeling has its perks, I guess.
No, it definitely opens
does.
up a lot of doors. Like from what I see, like like the stories that you're telling us, the experience that you go through, that's crazy, man. The music videos and all that stuff. Are you still wanting to do music videos with like newer artists?
But I feel like I could make more money. It's just circumstantial things and
Yeah, she'd
work
have to
and stuff
put-
like that.
She'd have
but
to put most of
you
her
know,
energy into that, but she's a full-time, employee and senior manager at Apple. So
Yeah,
I mean, that takes a lot of her time too, and she's a black ambassador. So
You ever get
it's-
overwhelmed?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like, how do you deal with that when you're overwhelmed by all these things?
Drugs.
Okay, so
much,
I'm-
so much stuff you have to do.
She turns to drugs.
I'm
oh,
no.
substance.
I'm
Kidding.
great. I'm great at. I'm
But seriously,
screaming right
no.
now. I'm great at multitasking to a certain extent. Yes, I do get overwhelmed when trying to, because there's times where I'll double book myself.
Yeah.
When trying to do multiple things, I do get overwhelmed. I do get tired, and then on top of that, trying to stay in shape, work out. Obviously, I have a husband, so I have to make sure my husband's good. So,
Yeah.
And then I have a family. I have my
Let's
mother. I have
talk
to make
about
sure my
that since
mother's
we're talking
good.
about- no.
I'm screaming.
Oh,
But it does get. It
You want me
does
to
get
lower your
overwhelming.
headset?
Let's talk about the husband.
No,
It
it
does
she
get
says
overwhelming.
that when she says I'm screaming.
Oh,
It's like,
okay,
oh my God,
okay.
LOL.
Oh, so you
Okay.
moved it. You thought I was screaming. No, I'm not really screaming. Well, I am really screaming, but just internally.
Yeah, in my headphones.
But no, it does get overwhelming, and I just honestly, I just pray. I'm
You
not gonna
meditate?
lie. I just pray. I meditate and just.
Smoke.
Smoke.
Well,
weed.
now I got into the truly got into the smoking, but
Like weed?
prior to that, it was just
Not
me.
weed, marijuana.
Prior, I'm screaming. Literally.
Yeah.
Prior to that, it was just me, praying. That's it.
Wait, but doesn't that like amplify like negative thoughts? Like I
It
guess
depends
when you're
which
like
one.
in public.
It really depends which one.
That
Really?
shit
Does
don't.
that-
Yo, listen.
Yeah, but does that
listen,
really work,
listen.
bro? To, like,
All right, look.
sativa.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna
Here we
keep
go.
it on 100.
Weed is weed. Look at
That
it. Look at
shit,
it.
that shit don't work for me. I tried every fucking string, and I still would run out the fucking door panel.
I'm screaming.
All right. So
I don't know. I just feel like my world.
It's not made for me.
I feel like if I
know
smoke
it
too much
makes
weed,
me
like I feel like it triggers my depression.
I don't know.
Like
No.
I literally get depressed.
Well,
like, I
for
get
me,
too
it
tired.
helps me sleep because I do suffer from anxiety.
The strains are they're more intricate now. Like
Right.
since a lot of it, I'm a response to Hex response right now. Since a lot of it is more legalized, you've got these fake dudes from the street talking about, oh, this is a sativa, indica or
strands.
hybrid or whatever,
It's bad.
and you're like, this is doing the same shit. Every one of them is doing to me. Now it's more specific, and it's targeted now because now it's used for therapies. It's used for for a lot of places that are legal now. It's used to target certain things. You can't take certain weeds if you're anxious, but there's certain weeds that are really going
Like strands. It's strands.
There's certain strands that are going to do good for you when you're anxious, or I can't sleep, so I got to take one. Some strands will leave you paranoid as hell. You can't go to sleep.
Yeah, like you get way too paranoid, bro.
Right.
That's what happens to me.
Right, but that's the
I
thing.
can't smoke with a female, bro. I'm not gonna be the same person.
Well, that's the thing. That's why they tell you, hey, if you, I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert on marijuana. But
On, like,
now
cannabis,
I can
yeah.
tell you that because it's more legalized in the United States in different areas now, they've had a lot more time legally to analyze it and use it on adults, and so now it's not like that shit that we used to hit back in the day,
Yeah.
when me and Heck was kids.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. You ain't lying.
It wasn't no bad weed. It was like real weed. It was like some.
No,
good-
now
I
it's now the strains they're targeted to relieve certain. They're therapeutic now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're therapeutic now.
But it's more safer to get it from like an actual like a cannabis
Yeah, dispensary.
because
Right.
supposedly this fentanyl thing is getting crazy. If you
Oh,
try to get
yeah.
your stuff in the
Oh,
street,
yeah.
bro, you don't know if your stuff is laced up.
Yeah,
You
they
feel
put
me?
it
It's
in
real
on,
dangerous.
And that's the
put it-
reason
they
why I'm
put it in
scared
that-
to buy it in other countries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
because I
like they
don't
put it in on everything now.
No, like, bro,
everything,
it's-
bro.
it's
You
a-
got to be
it's a
careful,
problem.
bro.
No, it's funny. We went to Jamaica.
Oh Lord.
So we went to Jamaica and they're like, "Hey, I got that shit." I'm like, "Hey, you know that's legal where we're at now, right?" Like,
Yeah, why you whispering?
why you whispering?
Wait,
bro? Like,
wait, Jamaica?
Jamaica, bro.
Yeah.
It's
They're
still not
whispering
legal there.
in Jamaica.
Yo,
It's not legal over there.
Nah, bro.
It's
We
not.
come out the port and they're like, "Hey, I got that."
It's
I got,
Jamaica. What
I
are you
got that.
talking
That
about?
doesn't mean nothing.
That don't mean
Make it me
nothing.
man.
That don't mean nothing.
That
bro.
doesn't.
You serious?
But they come on, they're like, "Yo, I got that green. I was like, "I'm pretty sure my shit's better than yours now, bro. My shit's
Yeah.
like legal now."
Matter of fact, you want to try it?
Yeah. Hey, let's compare.
They're gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Bomba clock."
Yo, y'all got any questions? Y'all got the podcast number right there. If y'all
Rude
got any
boy.
questions.
Who the boy?
Where you get this at, boy?
No, but
This is no funny boy business around here, you know.
I smoke because I have anxiety and I really have I don't really sleep as well as
Yeah.
so I take it to sleep. But I've been trying to take it during the day. Taking it during the day is kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, because then
No.
my anxiety goes up. So I'm like,
You feel like your
I
body's closing
realize,
in on you when you
I
eat
realize that I'm as I'm getting higher in
It's more than
public.
that.
I'm like, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, I'm high, hun.
Oh,
And then
Desert's
somebody will come and
scary.
start talking to us, and I forgot that they came and like my mind
Yeah.
is delayed.
Desiree's
altered.
like, that's my
Oh,
subject.
You're high. You're high.
Hey, why won't you
High.
call?
Knows all
You got
about that.
You got
It's
you got the
delayed.
phone number. Why don't you express yourself?
Yeah,
You got the
she
phone
should.
number right there. We live.
She should. Desiree knows all about
No,
the
Desiree's a
strains,
professional.
bro.
You too, Heck.
I fucking-
Call the phone number. You good? We live right now. You know that.
Yeah. Oh, you said Jezere?
Desiree,
Oh,
Heck.
no.
Yeah, my
Whoever's
wife.
on Facebook, it don't matter.
Smoking, boy.
That's my
Desiree
wife
should
right there.
call.
She's a smoker.
Hex talking about we old.
I mean, technically we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Because normally by 9 p.m. I should be in bed.
I'm not old.
Shit.
supposed to be
I'm enjoying this conversation right now. This is how the podcast gets better. After a while, you forget you ain't in the podcast.
It's so natural.
And now
like
you're
we had a
talking
natural-
naturally, right?
Yeah,
now.
we in
and,
the table.
and then what happens is people get into it too. They be like, "Damn, yo, this is getting instant. Like, what the
They
hell
up
is
with
going
us
on
right
over
now.
here?"
They up
Well,
with
I'll
us.
tell
Yo,
you.
y'all supposed to be in bed.
Yeah, nah.
That sounds so.
I should have been in my third dream right now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're supposed to be in the fourth dimension.
My old
Yeah, Hex is stupid as fuck.
She's supposed to be in REM sleep
Hey, he
right
said
now,
back in the
Yeah.
day, devil's letters.
Devil's left.
Old ass. All right. All right. You know what?
Oh man.
But all right, Hector.
So
any
what
other
was
questions?
what was
He's
what was
obviously not
what was the
Miami right
most
now.
what was the most money that you actually made doing your career?
All right. Let's the highest paying gig.
The highest paying gig.
40.
40.
$50.
40 what? Dollars?
40,000.
$40.
40,000.
40,000.
40,000.
40,000.
If you made 40,000, I tell you, do never retire.
leave this shit.
Keep doing what you're
40
doing.
stacks. Come on now. You talking about music videos and
Nah, probably 5 stacks. Like,
5
Yeah,
stacks?
bro. But I mean, we're
I mean,
talking about
depending
time period
what you
too.
talking about.
We're talking about time period too, because I mean,
yeah, that's true. No
yeah.
one just is gonna give you like 40
because
stacks either.
because like daily, like for instance, like Sprouts, you got to look at it. They're paying her. All right, let's say we're paying $1,500 a day. Let's say. All right, she did 2
Technically,
days.
it was
she did,
1,500. Yeah.
So she did 2 days. 2 days for the Sprouts commercial, but she gets paid for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Put all of that together, yeah, it'll come out to a nice number.
Yeah.
But it's all about patience.
Oh, and you
Talking
just-
about over 3 years.
You just remind me. I also did Carol G. I did Smirnoff
yeah.
commercial, which I was,
Carol
Carol
G?
which I still
Carol
get
G.
paid for.
I'm
Yeah,
about to
Smirnoff-
tell you that,
That's
like,
that
you still
female
get paid for
reggaeton
that,
artist,
right?
right?
Yeah, I still get
Oh
paid
my
for
god!
that.
And she
Yeah.
Bad, bro.
that was where you wear that pink wig, Carol G.
No. I only wore Carol G, that pink wig, when I was on Timbaland's, which not Timbaland's, Sean Paul's music video.
No, there was a female reggaeton artist that showed up on that.
Kazu, but that wasn't Carol G.
So Carol G.
Carol
Tell us
G, I
about
did
Karol
the
G.
Smirnoff. Yeah, I did the Smirnoff commercial with Carol G, which I still get paid for.
That's
Wow,
good, but that's a commercial.
Right, but
Yeah.
that's the
It's a
thing.
commercial,
See, that's how it works.
name brand.
They go ahead and they.
You got to get to that commercial name brand, bro.
Commercial and
that's
acting
what
is
I'm
where it's at.
Budweiser,
Yeah.
Heineken.
Yeah, that's
all
technically
that
where it's
stuff
at.
is commercial.
All right,
Yeah.
this is for like the newer models. If you get booked for one of these name brand commercials, like you're saying, the payout might only be like, let's say I'm booking you for $500 for this day. All right, 6 hours. I'm paying you $500 for 6 hours.
Which is still pretty
all right,
good.
because you're a new model. You're gonna be like, all right, I'm
Decently.
doing it. But then you got a 3 to 5 year deal.
A buyout is what they call it.
It's called a buyout, and all of it together, you're making like 5-10 G's.
Right.
Because that's what it comes out to at the end. Like, yo, you're getting paid for all these years of it being on air.
Oh, and I also did a Verizon commercial. Not I'm literally
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking
Like
of the
all
gigs
the-
that I did.
yeah.
I did a Verizon commercial, but the Verizon commercial was more so for employees that are getting hired as Verizon. So they're the only ones that get to see it. I got to say some lines and stuff like that. And it was literally for what, like 5 hours, and I got
they ever have you do,
paid,
like, an Apple commercial?
2,000. Apple commercial. I'm still trying to.
That's
I'm
what I'm
working
saying.
on
That'd be so dope because you're like in the industry.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm
you
still
might as
trying
well
to-
just have her like do
Yeah,
something.
I'm still
you know?
trying to. They're working on things behind the scenes on getting Apple employees to do it. But yeah, I'm still working on that. But I did a Verizon's commercial. There is another commercial that I am manifesting that kind of my agency sent out to me, is for something called Visible, which is for TikTokers and Instagrammers.
Yeah.
And for that one, they're paying $1,000 for 4 hours, mind you, just 4 hours.
That's not bad. At
And
all.
then the buyout is for 3 years, so the buyout will be for $1,500 for those 3 years.
Yo, TikTok is really coming up in the game, bro. That's a lot of Chinese. You get a lot of people giving the Chinese information there.
I'm still trying to get into TikTok, don't get me wrong. And the reason why is because here's the thing. I mean, I've worked so hard to build my Instagram
let's
to
talk
where
about
it's
that.
at, where the amount of followers that I have.
Yeah.
Like, I work so hard to get to where the fuck I'm at right now.
So
and
these
then-
aren't fake followers.
No.
These are real.
These are
Well,
fucking real
I'm gonna
followers
keep-
that I gained
All right,
for 16 years. So it's like, to open up an Instagram, I only have 4,000, which is fine, because I haven't really put the effort, because it's time consuming. I had to put 16 years of my effort in Instagram. So TikTok, I mean, for 4,000 for about 3 months that I've had, or probably more than 3 months that I had it, it's pretty good. But I'm trying to kind of separate it.
Yeah. What are you saying, Hack?
I'm sorry. Hey, you could call. It's on. I don't know. I'm not getting a phone call. I don't know. But you could call in.
Let me tell you.
That's my boy. What I was trying to say.
Go
What I
ahead.
was trying to say about. Man, I done lost my damn brain.
You said it was TikTok was Chinese.
Yeah. With the whole situation of you giving out your information.
No,
and
he's
all
just
that.
talking about the terms and agreements, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the terms and agreement, and
Yeah,
it's not
that's-
Chinese information. It's,
No,
it's
it's
the Chinese people that created the platform. That if you look at the terms and agreement,
No, but
they're-
have y'all
they're literally
ever
asking you
looked
for
at the
all.
term in
They're
Yeah.
asking for all your information. They're saying that
So-
they literally go into
Even when you
know,
first open the
You know they could
your
go into
IP address, all
can
that.
go into
Yeah,
everything.
they could also
Yeah,
go into your
How do you feel about
your
that?
Facebook.
You have
They
a
could
lot of
also go into your Instagram without you even
How
wanting them to.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're giving them the permission to do that.
They can know your phone password. They can know all that stuff. The most
Even
recent
your
calls
patterns.
you had.
Your patterns.
So believe it or
Yes.
not, you have control of what they have control of. So basically, and when you're first opening the app,
Yeah.
they ask you a generalized question. Hey, do you let us do this or you do not?
Yeah.
If you put you do not.
Like allow,
Right.
allow or deny.
After you get your account set up and all that, then you can go into your settings and set up what you allow them to track, to see, to whatever the it doesn't matter. You can do that later on. Now, mind you, a lot of people, they're not about that technology life, okay?
Yeah.
So, a lot of people don't know that they can set the guidelines of what they have permission to see and what they don't have. So they give them either a general permission to see, or have access to everything, or a general permission to restrict them from everything.
No.
All right? If you restrict them from everything, you won't grow.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You get me? So,
What do you mean
Yes.
you don't grow?
Well, then that explains why I'm not growing then.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But you know what? Again, like it comes down to this. Not so long ago, she had her platform with IG. She was making dough. She just got a W-2 from them right now.
What?
For how much money she made every month for just the amount of views.
Yeah. It's a certain amount of views that you get. They start paying you.
Yeah, we're talking
Even
like,
YouTube and everything else too.
we're talking 1,000, 2,000, 3. We're talking money.
Yeah, income.
But the thing is that it depends on who working at any one of these social media companies, IG being one of them, who's looking at it.
Yo,
Have you guys ever been hacked before?
Do you know?
You've been hacked before?
I've been hacked on my
We all
WhatsApp.
been hacked.
Yeah.
I've been
I haven't
hacked.
been
I just been hacked.
He's
No.
just been hacked on his
I just been hacked
On my
a
WhatsApp.
week ago.
No, that was like 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
Okay, we're not manifesting.
Instagram and Facebook been hacked.
No,
She's
we're not.
scared.
I'm not manifesting that, and
Yeah.
the reason why I say I'm
She's
I'm
been
not
battling that
manifesting
for a
that.
while because she got an account that's almost 100K.
I'm not
Yeah.
losing, and I've seen
That's
people
right.
around me who are model friends that have more followers than me and end up losing their account. So I'm working
All right.
endless to
You
not
want me to
lose
tell you?
my.
How do
You
you
want me to tell
prevent
you
that,
what's the
though?
secret to that? Now?
Well, I have two-factor turned on, which anyone should
Okay,
have
no, go
two-factor
ahead. No,
turned
All
on.
right.
Go ahead, Heck.
Wait,
You
but
ha-
don't you
exactly
need
what she said?
Oh, she has two-factor on everything.
You have to have that now.
Correct.
I guarantee you, it'd be super hard for somebody to fucking
Oh.
get into
Yeah,
your
because the
shit.
thing is, if they try to, the code gets sent to your phone. You see the code. I remember I had someone try to hack it once, and I was in Jersey around that time where I got a notification saying, "Oh, this person in another state was trying to hack you," and I literally
Oh, yeah,
that was
it
prior
shows
to
you
me
that.
turning on my two-factor, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, I'm about to lose my page." And obviously, I didn't have. I mean, I had followers, but not as many followers as I have now.
Yeah.
So now I have two-factor on everything. I have two-factor on my TikTok. I have two-factor on my Instagram. I have two-factor on both of my Facebook pages.
Yeah.
Like, no,
No, you
like
gotta do
I've
that.
worked too
I
hard.
just did that.
There's no
I
way,
just
bro.
did what you saying right now. I just did that.
Are you
What
I'm
trying
not
to-
playing no games with that.
I'm not trying to lose my. And look, I got regular viewers. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that
You
they
know,
think
yeah.
that we don't know, but you could buy your viewers. I know somebody does that shit. Don't want it. Don't
No,
want
and,
it.
and here's the thing about buying your
All my
viewers.
viewers are real viewers. I don't care. I got 1,500 viewers, but I'm down with that. You know
Which
what I'm
is
saying?
fine.
It's growing
It starts
by the
from
day.
somewhere, yeah.
I mean, same thing.
So I'm
same
good.
thing with me. I mean, on my IG, I'm barely at 6K, and these are viewers that have been like they've
Yeah.
been there. You know what I mean? They're not coming and going. They're there.
They've been there the whole time.
But here's the thing about
you
fake
got some of the viewers making comments here.
You will literally Facebook goes through a spring cleanup every
That's true.
quarter where they check everyone's page and they go through their viewers. The fake views you have, they remove. So the numbers that
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
high
That's true.
tends to go down.
Yeah.
Because
Even
they
if you buy
remove those.
viewers,
They
you could buy 1,000
filter.
viewers.
They filter
They'll-
out those
they'll-
fake
Oh, you
viewers.
can tell, yeah.
1 week later, they'll be gone.
Yeah, they'll be gone, and you'll notice your number drop, and you're like, okay, so then yeah, your fake viewers have been filtered out. So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's not good, and then it doesn't really benefit you if
benefit
you're
you 'cause it's
trying
not
to
real
go.
people.
If you're trying to get verified, it doesn't it doesn't help.
Yeah, if it's not nobody fucking saying, "Hey, I just watched your video," or something, it's just a number.
You want the blue check?
So
I do want the blue check, and I've worked. Don't get me wrong. Last year,
Blue check?
that was kind of my goal
verified.
on.
Oh, okay.
I was working hard at it. I was researching it every day, and I knew
I believe it.
I knew what to do, and I reached out to certain people, certain model friends that they had people that were able to make you verify, but these
Verify,
motherfuckers were charging about $10,000. Ain't no motherfucking
He said a password with 28 fucking characters.
Heck Jr. is saying change the password to 28 characters. That's for the high price.
Yeah, and mine's is 29 characters.
Hey, what it take? It take me to play some music for somebody to call like a radio station here? Yo, I got a number right there. Call, man. Show some love,
Yeah.
yo.
They want to call, bro.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You on, man. Call.
But I do agree with Jenny, though. She mentioned that the TikTok algorithm it is special. TikTok, it is very special. I went viral on TikTok twice.
Yeah.
Viral in what way?
And
Just
because the
some
thing is,
videos that she posted.
like I said,
mean,
my,
I
mean, but it-
my
never-
TikTok,
And it wasn't what she's normally.
and that's what I don't want. I don't want it to be every platform is ass showing. I don't want that.
Well,
I want people to
thing
see the
is,
real Mona Lisa,
it's
the Mona
sad-
Lisa that
it's-
jokes and
It's sad to say
Like
that
this, like
yeah, feel me?
if you ain't showing a little bit cheek, I promise you.
Well, that's the
it's
thing.
not gonna
But
get
even
through.
when you show cheek, I showed cheek, and guess what? What did Instagram do to me?
And you-
they literally not Instagram, but TikTok. They literally block me, and they don't get as many views
They're very biased.
as the
Yeah,
white
but
people
you
that
know-
would show
Very-
cheek.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me ask you another question.
No.
Go ahead.
You know, they have people that view your
That's
shit
what I'm
Correct.
and pick.
That's
they
why I said
pick
it
who
depends.
they like.
It
It depends
depends.
who
Yeah.
on IG is looking. Because right now, the only reason that she got scrutinized so much is because that one person kept on. Oh, it doesn't meet the guidelines. After she would blow up, like right now,
Oh, my God.
right now that one that they said it was Wakanda Forever. That first one that you showed on
Yeah.
on the screen, that first one, she promoted it. They were like approved. Yo, after it went like 5K, 6K likes, denied.
What?
I'm sorry, who did that? Who did that? Who approved it and then denied it?
Well,
days later?
you know,
They
people,
denied it on the last day that it.
Day-
the
yo,
thing is,
days later.
When,
and you know, people could red flag your shit.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
they report it.
Yeah, like I
Oh, I've
know
been
There's a lot of
reported.
haters.
I noticed.
I've been reported
yeah,
a lot.
I noticed.
I know that word.
On Facebook, a lot of people red flag a lot of shit that I done, and they take my video down. But it's weird because it's the new people that you fucking approve. All right, go ahead, approve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then before you know it, your music is fucking like, yo, they hating. They see you blow up, and boom, they red flag your shit.
I've been red flagged. I've been to the point that now I have fake pages. I have so many fake pages
Bro,
that
I
are
can
being
only
created.
imagine I'm
I have a lot of people,
that.
a lot of fans, true fans that will write me. Like today, I had someone that wrote me and it was like, "Hey, is this you?" And then they'll send me
'cause there was a lot of
screenshots.
fake pages.
They'll send me screenshots of somebody else that has the exact same profile as me saying, "Hey, what's up? Oh, I see you've been liking my pictures." And it's like, I keep telling people,
Well, yeah.
and I get tired of repeating myself. It's like, guys,
Damn, bro.
I only have one Instagram. I have 2 Facebooks. One is a business, one is a personal. I have no other fucking
That's
pages.
why you need to
Yeah.
check, bro. You need to check so they know, like, look, this is
So it's
verified. Anything else
annoying
that don't have
because then
that.
they'll respond to it and be like, "Oh, I think it's you, but it's not." So I have to reach out to you because I know you wouldn't write like that because they know how I write.
Oh, that's crazy though.
But
that your
it's
fans
wild.
know you, like they.
Yeah, they know me.
kinda
They were like,
know you,
"Is this you?" Because I don't think it's you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, I wouldn't write you that."
Yeah, you got Jezreel.
So you why?
You got Jezreal saying she been hacked. It's
Yeah,
stressful.
Jezreal has been hacked
Fighting to get her
before.
account back. So I even had one of the models that I shot. Which one is it?
Amy.
Nah.
You shot a lot of
She
models.
works with you,
Lala?
Lala.
Yeah, Lala.
She
Lala
got
was
hacked, and she had to just deal with starting from like.
Well, check it
Trash,
out.
bro.
I caught it on
That's
time.
trash.
My boy calls
Here's
me and
where-
say, "Yo, nigga, you into crypto? Cause you giving out $1 million in crypto?"
Oh,
I said, "What
shit,
you talking
like
about?" No, I look at my Instagram. Sure enough, this is from they use my name to promote they shit. And I'm like, "No, I didn't do that shit." He said, "Yo, they hacking your shit. Get in your shit right now." I caught it on time, and boom, but I got it, linked.
So what they try to do is, and then that's what they did to Lala was
Worst
they hack one of her friends.
Yeah.
So one of her friends DM'd her
Yeah, that's
via
how they did it.
Instagram was like,
That's how they
"Hey,
did it to me.
can you send me the code? I'm in trouble." And she's like, "Oh, I know this girl because she's always in trouble with her man." And she gave her the code, and then they fucking hacked her shit.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's.
I don't
crazy.
trust nobody writing me.
Yeah,
even
nah,
if my own man wrote to me and be like, "Hey,
You see, this
can
is
you
not-
check this?" I'll be like, "Nope."
This is not
Nope.
fair. See,
Nope.
Hack Jr. is saying that he shows some cheek all the time. He don't get hacked.
I mean, that's biased.
Oh, bro, but that's because they had 5 people who voted you out. That's easy, yo.
Why
I'm
are we
letting you
like
know.
this?
Huh?
Why are we
Why,
like
you good?
this? Why are we like this?
Yeah.
See, Jesse said she likes my TikToks.
Okay.
My TikToks are.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But that, I mean, everybody's dealing with a little bit of that. I mean, for me, it was WhatsApp, and they started like messaging all my friends about money and if you can help me out or whatever. And I was like, oh shit, don't give anybody no money.
Hector, I agree with you. As far as subscription, yes. My business account has subscription, but subscriptions too can be a bit difficult because not everybody's willing to pay for your subscriptions. Like literally, subscriptions go into like it's literally borderline like going into OnlyFans at that point.
Wow. Wow.
Like legit subscription is because they're paying for your subscriptions monthly. Obviously, Facebook won't allow you to post like nude shit because it will flag your ass, but
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's
but
crazy.
Instagram, I had subscriptions and then they fucking told me to kick rocks. So
Well, that's
I
crazy.
definitely
That's
kick
crazy.
rocks.
Well, here we go, man. Thanks a lot for coming to the Popcast.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all want Mona Lisa's information, I'm going to show it to you right there. Boom. It's right there in the bottom. That's her Instagram.
yes, that's my Instagram, model Monalisa06. And then as far as for Facebook, it's just Mona Lisa Andre, which is fucking my whole name. I need to change that last name and not have it my full name because that's a little bit too extreme.
All right. That's what's up. And yo, I think I asked all the questions that I needed to ask. I'm happy that I had you on my podcast. I'm very, very appreciated. Yo, I hope you come back again. Hey,
will.
come back with 3-4 people. Hey, let's get it in. Let's get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Live
Now that y'all here, I hope you got comfortable after a while. You know what I'm saying?
We'll start early to get some calls in
Yeah, right.
because people saying at 12 midnight is too late, I guess, for some people.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be like in my fifth dream right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, but yeah, seriously. We have oh shit, Lakers is back.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Gross.
Shit.
Yeah.
Without his jacket.
Well,
Oh, he put that shit in the garbage?
Sorry
Put that
about
shit in the
guys.
garbage?
It was a
I
quick. Yeah, I threw it up. Man.
Yeah,
You
my
should.
man. My
you
man.
should. You should have let me stomp on it. You should have let me stomp on
Nah, I'll
it.
take that back. It's
All right,
in
so-
my closet.
Or whatever.
Let me go ahead and
Sorry about that, guys.
Hold up.
Small emergency.
Yeah, no, all
Sorry
right.
about that. You good?
All right, so he's out the studio. Let's talk about him now.
What's
what
wrong with that guy,
Let me tell you
bro?
about DJ Hack.
What y'all think
What's
about
wrong
him?
with
Let me tell
that
you
guy,
about
dude?
He's wild.
He is wild. He's definitely wild, bro. He's wild, bro, for sure. Let's go.
go, kid.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Nah.
I mean,
Oh,
that still
shit.
fits.
You
It
know.
fits, you know, you sure though, like for real?
That is just
Show
like a
it, show
child
it.
size,
There
but
you
it
go.
fits.
You know.
Thank
Does
y'all
it
come
fit
for the
for-
podcast. Y'all already know what time it is, man.
Yes, always love, always love.
It's nothing but love, nothing but love. You know what I'm saying?
The other way, the other
I'm
way.
wearing it.
You wearing it? You gonna wear it?
I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
go.
definitely wearing it.
That's
Yeah, I
what's
feel like
up,
we should have
yo.
gave this like during the podcast, but we want.
No, we still
Rock
on. We
out
still
clothes,
live.
you
We
feel
still
me?
live. We
Yeah,
still
we are
live.
still
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
We gotta wait to the ending. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you still live?
Yeah.
Did you
we
have
still
any
live.
other questions?
Who, me?
Yes.
I'm be honest, I ran out of questions. There was so many questions, bro.
I think we asked everything. everything
We
was supposed
talked,
to-
bro. This was a good podcast. How do y'all feel about it?
I feel good.
You feel good?
I
Feel good.
really
We'll bring.
How about you?
We could bring.
Bring some more people, bro. You already know, man. Y'all already know, man. We got to get it big, man. We got to get it big. Look, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm out there talking to people, man. I'm trying to look. This ain't the only thing we do. We represent everybody. You know
Hack
what I'm
said-
saying?
Absolutely, man.
Hector Jr. said he'll come.
All right, you
We're
already
trying to
know.
build.
I got you,
He
man.
don't even live here, bro.
Guys,
don't even live here.
anybody who has any value to bring to the table, bro, please come over here. We want to grow together with y'all, especially if it's family, bro. Like that's the best way to do it. You feel
Y'all
me?
already know, man.
And
Try to
we're
get
so happy to
together.
have you on here, man. It's good, man. It's good, bro. We definitely had a good podcast. We love bringing y'all. We hope that you guys can come next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
man.
course.
Thank you so much for coming over
Yo,
here.
we got it.
You really didn't have to because we know y'all. Are
We
very
gotta have
busy
one.
people,
We gotta
bro.
have one with you, bro, and like the
we have-
ER experience stuff,
Oh, we
man.
gotta have that. We
You
gotta
already
have
know,
that.
man.
You got some crazy stories or no?
Yeah, help.
Not for right now. But
Look who you talking
do you
about,
have
bro.
some crazy stories though for the next podcast?
Well, I'm gonna listen. After 20 years, if I don't,
Hey.
I ain't been doing my job, bro.
You guys heard it. You guys heard
You know
on
what
the
I'm
You Know
saying?
podcast.
I haven't been doing my job. Actually,
Let's go.
I mean, I even have I have full written stories.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
there you go.
were
written stories.
Written stories.
So when's the next time? Next week then?
yeah, next week sounds good.
Yo,
You can do it next week. That'd be
bro.
great. But for sure, you're
All right, look, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you up a couple days before then.
Okay.
He's
Fuck-
really gonna
fuck
do
it.
it.
Oh yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious about my
He's
shit.
Like when he says
No,
that,
that
he's gonna
All right,
bug
so
you
we,
at some
we,
point.
we hit it up and then we get a day going on. Mona Lisa,
You
do
might
y'all
get
want to
a-
give anybody a shout out? Do y'all want to give any shout outs? Anything to say?
Anything to say?
So the real Mona Lisa.
The real Mona Lisa that died,
Yeah, she died. She died a long time.
the one that was on
The with the smile?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, that one.
She didn't smile.
She did. Well, it was. It
It wasn't a smile.
considered. It was considered a smile.
That's a smile.
Yeah, that's the real Mona Lisa. I mean,
Oh,
she's not the president.
I'm screaming right now.
president.
oh my God.
Anyway,
Yeah, you guys want to shout out anybody, man?
nah.
You got a website for your
You don't love nobody.
Do you want to let people
He
know?
said, nah.
He's like, nah, I'm
I don't
done.
really care for nobody.
I'm
Yeah,
done,
no,
bro.
Hey, Santos
Like-
_photo art. That's my page.
That's your page? For sure.
yeah,
Y'all
I
go
mean-
check it out, man.
It,
On where though?
DM for inquiries.
IG?
IG.
Okay. Any other platforms?
IG. Pornhub.
Pornhub?
No, I'm kidding.
Yo, we don't
Kinda
condone Pornhub, yo.
Anyways,
That was an
I
I
accident.
meant Bang Bros.
What's wrong with porn?
Not even that one.
X videos?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's not
No,
kidding.
man, it's all good. It's
That's
all
not
good.
Seriously,
Anyways,
but seriously,
It's all good.
You guys have an OnlyFans?
he's like, I'm not kidding.
Nah, you
I'm
better.
gonna
Right.
shout out my babies that's on here, Jezreel, Jenny. Those are my 2 babies,
Oh, the fam.
There you go.
Rachel
There you
was
go.
on there,
and my
Rachel.
my baby girl.
Love.
Hector, I love you too. But
Nothing
yeah,
but
I'm gonna
love.
go my babies.
Hector said 20 years. Damn.
This is all.
Nothing but love right there. Y'all got it. I thought
And of course, shout out to you two for
Hey, Heck got a
giving
lot of
us
stuff to
a-
say, bro.
yeah.
But he
giving us
don't
a platform to be on.
Who? Heck,
Yeah.
Heck Jr.?
Oh, I mean,
Heck
that's,
Jr.?
Yo,
that's a bitch
Put an
move.
old man.
Yeah, he be commenting a
He
lot.
can let it out.
He comments a lot, but
Yeah,
he
he's
don't-
one of those commenters.
he's a commenter.
I'm
Yeah,
He's a commenter.
He ain't
Okay.
got the. He ain't got the.
All right, guys.
That'd be
man.
funny if he starts calling
But
right now.
anyway, he ain't calling. He ain't calling. You got to pay for minutes.
Why are we
Remember?
like-
Remember that shit?
I'm sorry.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
paying for the minutes.
I mean, it's after 10 o'clock though. You don't pay for minutes after 10.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, remember that?
No, actually, weekends you never play. It's
Yeah, it
just
was-
weekdays.
Oh,
those
shit.
after 9 p.m.
I was
Yeah,
born in-
know.
That's another podcast.
Hey,
I was
shit,
born in-
Hey,
I was
let's
born in
talk about.
2000.
Let's talk about when that happened.
I was born in 2000.
He has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Nah.
By the time I was 10, I had a phone.
Yes. Idea.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is wrong with us?
A lot.
It's all right. No, it's all right. No, 'cause-
Okay,
Yeah.
screaming.
Yeah, I love it.
Yo. All right, y'all, man. Peace out. We out of here, man.
all right.
Go, sis.
All right.